matter. None of this. Six gunning this, brother running this. Buffalo soldier. Look, it's like I told you. Any damsel that's in distress, be out of that.
Episode 116,
Wow.
dude. We're flying fucking in, dude. We're flying in. We got the motherfucking Gerbies.
We got
dude.
Gerbies.
Gerbies on the track.
How do you get this fucking thing out now?
Out of here, yeah.
Gerbies.
Shane Seltzer's stuck in Gerbies QZ.
Gerbies texted us before it and said he was going to bring over seltzers. Which also, I think the funny part was in parentheses, he listed the flavors.
True that.
He was
That's
like,
actually
"What flavor
that was
do
an
you guys
important
want?"
text because
Thank you.
I'm a bit of a seltzer snob.
Really?
I'm all Spindrift. Spindrift's when they just take fruit and squeeze it in the can. End of discussion. This is like the, when they tinker around with the.
Yeah, no, my
This is
text-
like diet
yeah.
soda. We're just like moms from the '90s getting tricked into drinking diet soda again. We're like, oh no, they're just fucking natural flavors. We're drinking fucking Diet Coke.
I don't think there's any sugar in there.
It's not. It's a flavoring. Apparently the Diet Coke fucked a bunch of moms up.
Okay.
Do you know any moms that like chug that shit?
Yeah.
I knew moms who would blow through a case of Diet Pepsi a week, easy.
My mom drank
she?
Diet Coke.
Did she smoke cigarettes as well?
No. She just had diabetes.
A lot of cigarette smoke. Really?
Yeah. She's diabetic. Not a fat kind.
She caught it. Type Uno.
Yeah.
What?
Just real deal
She's type 1?
diabetes. Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. My mom's going to fucking die, dude.
I thought she was being vain.
Nah.
I thought she was being vain about her figure.
Nah. She's not fat.
So that
She's
was
just
like
got regular old diabetes.
That was definitely a cheat code of like some like old moms who couldn't give it up. You know what I mean? Hit 40s and they're like weren't as hot as they used to be. Sip a couple diets, thinking they're going to get it back. It's like breast cancer.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, you got breast cancer now.
Well, that's what happens. Yeah,
Really,
that
they got-
Diet Coke shit apparently gives people breast cancer. It's fucked up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Can't be hot forever.
Yeah. Speaking of hot,
Woo, Gerby baby.
Gerb dog sliding in. You look good, man.
Thank
do.
you.
Continue to look fantastic.
Is that
every
right?
time I see you. Yeah,
What's
dude.
going on? Yeah, thank you.
You
Why
on
do you look
roids,
good?
bro?
What's that?
You on roids?
No, I'm not on Royce.
Are you
What
blood
we're gonna do
doping?
is my mom came over for lunch the other day, and she said,
What'd you say?
"No, I was in a
What'd she
t-shirt.
Oh, you were just like a taking care of business type
I
t-shirt?
was in a t-shirt, but it's not. It's a
Damn, are you flexing on your mom?
no. It's the opposite of
What was
that.
that movie where Tom Cruise comes out in like
Risky
a shirt?
Business.
Yeah, was that?
Did you slide
were you
in?
risky businessing?
No, I didn't risky business
But
anywhere.
so you're just in a tee, like a tee and khakis, like a 1950s dad.
Yes,
Damn,
a
dude.
tee, and some Adidas track pants. But they're
High-waisted khakis. Were you like a cholo?
no, so
lead
Adidas,
singer of Korn.
Adidas track pants, slim Adidas track pants.
So
Right?
you got a little bulge going now.
It's not about the penis. It has nothing to do with the penis. Now, hang on. Let me give you a little backstory. The last time I was here, I think, was when you complimented my body, and that did a lot. So then I
did a
weighed
lot.
myself. Yes, because you know
Nice.
how you're like, you're in a workout routine and somebody compliments your body, you're like, I'll redouble my
For
efforts.
sure.
Of course.
So I weighed myself, and I'd lost a little weight. So the problem is I wasn't eating any carbs, really.
Yeah.
And so then I just started upping the carb intake.
Carb cycling.
Yes. So for about a month now, I've been, really putting the carbs down.
Damn.
And so then my mom comes over, and I'm in a t-shirt, and then like we're just talking, and then she goes, "So you still working out?" And I was just like, "Am I still working out?"
Yeah, mom.
It-
Obviously. You should have fucked her up.
I thought she was going to say, she was like, damn, you look fucking
Yeah, that's
swole.
what I thought.
No, that's what I was expecting too.
Yeah.
And the same thing happens when I go to the doctor every time. She's like, "So do you work out?" And this is every 6 months. And I've even like joked with her. I was like, put a note in your file to be like, "Hey, you're looking great. You're clearly working out," because it should show, but it doesn't. And the reason it doesn't is I honestly have extremely narrow shoulders. If you saw me with my top off, clothes just
Top off?
my shirt off.
Fucking convertible?
If you saw me with my shirt off, you'd say, "Geez, Louise, those are some narrow shoulders."
Yeah,
That's a nice top. You have a nice top
Thank
on
you.
right
This way,
now.
because it has to. Well, fuck off, whatever. But it's a whole thing.
Okay.
And then,
Do you do any delts? You like hitting the
of
roads
course I
and
do.
shit?
Yes. Sorry for
Damn,
yelling
of course,
at you.
bro. Shut the fuck up, man. Obviously he does, dude. He's roided out. He's roided out.
told you he's on
Gerby's
roids.
is on roids.
No. I will definitely be sending you a photo.
Or you do some delts?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Please send us a video of you doing a
Are you
delt
doing some bent
workout.
over rows?
Yeah.
What else?
Well,
Where? Where?
in this workout room.
What workout
like a
room?
gym?
Yeah, my house. In my house.
okay.
Yeah,
You do it in
yeah.
your house.
Yeah. I just have some mats down and then a pull-up bar and some. And those Bowflex
those
adjustable
adjustable
dumbbells. They're fantastic.
Wait, so what do you, I mean, you're talking about rows, you're talking about pull it, what are you doing for the shoulders?
For the shoulders?
Yeah.
So I watched this guy, Jeff Cavalieri, who is on YouTube. He's got Athlete X. He's fantastic.
Okay.
And so I just do different cycles of what he would suggest.
What's he do? What's his shoulders look like?
They look fantastic. I don't know.
He's got like the Ninja Turtle muscles going on.
Definitely.
Nice, like that.
Damn. So what are you getting swole for? Just eat pussy?
Well, I think just like general confidence, I suppose.
Nice.
But that was so. Given that I have,
Anytime people work out, I get mad at them
Why?
because I don't. So I'm like, what are you gay?
Really? You don't
What are you
like that?
fucking- I don't like people working out.
what happened to your
got-
keto
dude,
diet?
It comes and goes. It's still. I'm still losing weight, which is weird.
Okay.
Floating in and out of ketosis.
Yeah. Just like last night, I had beer,
Yeah.
so
You're out
I'm out.
of ketosis.
Today I had potatoes.
You can have like 2 Michelob Ultras and stay in ketosis.
Matt. If I have 2 Michelobs, parties. The train's already rolling. The train is downhill, dude. I'm out of control. The brakes are off.
True that.
Yeah.
You got to start butt chugging.
I'll butt chug.
Yeah, start butt chugging, dude.
Yeah,
Or to
dude.
start fucking take Xannies, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Take like 3 Xannies instead of drinking.
Yeah,
Take
just
like
fall
3
asleep
bars.
everywhere.
You just black out and steal everybody's shit and go home.
Yeah, I tried to. I got fucked up that one time off vodka sodas. Now I can't drink them.
True that.
I don't want them. Vodka
Yeah.
sucks.
I love it.
When you hit me with that plan of like I'm just going to drink vodka, I was like, dude,
Yeah,
that's not the
I got
move.
hammered. And then I had an empty stomach because I wasn't eating, and I threw up.
Yeah,
the next
dude.
day, I puked the next morning, which I never do.
Yeah, you're not a big puker. Yeah,
No.
when you're in ketosis and you put some vodka in the system,
I
dude,
got fucking wrecked.
I don't think ketosis is made for like vodka
Dude,
consumption.
I'm still getting fucking blacked out. Yeah.
Dude, I'm still on my plant-based bullshit, dude. I thought I was going to get off. I thought the meat was going to be my motivator doing my little hunter-gatherer diet.
Yeah.
I don't even really want it.
You're just a gatherer.
I'm just a gatherer, bro. I'm just a fucking...
Straight gath.
I
dude.
just tranced like a 1BC lady, dude. It's the
That's what you
weirdest,
identify
It's
as
the weirdest
now.
fucking thing.
Just a Cro-Magnon
I'm just
woman.
a Cro-Magnon. Dude, it's the weirdest fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was like so excited to eat meat again. I started eating it and I'm like,
Yeah, it's not worth it,
yeah,
huh?
it's weird. It's bizarre. I mean, I'll probably get off of it. I'll probably get back to on the
Yeah.
meat wagon, but dude, it's fantastic. And no one wants to hear it. I'm like, I was telling Sydney the other day, I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, man, I eat like primarily plants. And he's like, I do this thing where like I eat like my body's. I'm like, yeah, okay. But like,
Yeah.
trust me, there's like hard science behind this, bro.
Yeah.
And I used to say the same thing. I'm like, I just eat what I need. And it was apparently like fucking bread and potatoes and shit all the time.
Did you got a nice palette or like a canvas? You got a nice starting body structure.
A mesomorph.
Yes, I'm an ecto,
sure.
so I have to put the meat
You
in.
have to. You gotta. Yeah, that's true.
It's a fucking nightmare.
Is it a nightmare?
It's not
He's
fun.
Fine.
No,
Well,
no,
your
it's
chances
not.
of getting fat are less.
You got all dungarees on right now? Full denim, dude.
So
No, what Ecto's got to
Where'd you
watch
get that
out for.
shirt?
this was from H&M like 3 years
You
ago.
got that top from H&M?
Looks like he wrestled a cowboy and took it off his back.
What I'm wearing is just a denim buckle. Sure, I do feel slightly stupid in it.
Yeah,
but,
why the fuck are you
No,
dressed
you're,
like that?
no, you're monochrome.
well,
dude.
here's
That's the new
why I'm
move.
dressing like that.
We're monochrome.
First of all,
He's
I can't
not.
wear a single fucking thing around him. I've never worn a thing.
Anything but sweats is taboo around here.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, Matt's in a full green sweatsuit right now, and I'm like, yo, that's fucking sick. I'm in an all black sweatsuit right now.
he makes me feel
Sick.
so stupid
You're
all
in
the
a
time.
fucking
I wear
denim button down.
You look stupid. Then the last time I did comedy, I took a seat on a stool because of lighting
Yeah,
issues.
he took
Don't
a
fucking
fucking-
sit on a stool and don't wear suits. All right, I'm
All right,
leaving.
you wore a suit and sat on the stool.
No, I didn't.
then
No,
he
those were
kneeled.
separate incidences.
And then he crouched down next
Yeah,
to the
because
stool.
it was just. Anyway, the. I wonder-
You crushed
Wait,
that
what's up?
night,
So
too.
what's up with that? What's up with that gear?
Well, what I wanted to tell you guys was that. So the way the body. As my chest and my front. So now imagine me from the side. And
I just rotated you one of those creative players.
Held R1.
my chest and my back are starting to poof out a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm working on my shoulder and my scapular winging.
Nice.
But
Yeah, I worked that scapular wing.
yeah, it's really terrible looking. Like you could see. Anyway.
That's that thing where you pinch and you have like the two big.
Yeah, like
Little
your
raptor bones.
chicken wings. Yeah, sticking out of the back. So, but my shoulders are still narrow. So what happens with t-shirts is they start to get like stretch marks around like my
Your
tits.
pecs.
Right? Yeah, my pecs. And then, but the sleeves are long. So I googled it, and it was like I was like,
You got to put a pack of cigarettes in them and roll them up.
The last time I tried to roll up my sleeves, O'Connor was like, "Don't do that," and then I explained the whole thing.
Why
to
is
him.
everyone hating on you, bro?
I can't wear a single thing around me.
Yeah, well, stop trying to be fashionable.
No, you gotta start rolling up your
No.
sleeves like a
But I
young
wanna
Jew Dean,
maximize my
dude.
body. You know, it's like, why am I eating all this meat and doing delts if I can't? You know,
You gotta roll your sleeves up. Fuck that, dude.
That's what I'm gonna
Honestly, cut them off.
no, I'm rolling.
Do a half cut.
If you went sleeveless denim right now, I'd be all about it.
I'd be
a
willing to
fucking
cut
rock
the
star,
sleeves
dude.
off of this shirt right now.
You should start rocking like a quarter cut. Get like a nice quarter sleeve.
Anyway, so I Google, men's shirts with very short sleeves.
Men's tops.
Men's t-shirts with very short sleeves, and the Google result is like
This is gay porn.
and then if you Google that, you'll get the top result is from bodybuilding.com.
Yeah,
which
the
is
top
like a-
result is
Fuck
Grinder.
it.
For sure. It's just like, all right, well, you're gay.
So
Men short sleeves.
So then the top thing is like a post from 2012, and somebody's like asking what I'm asking. How do you get those very short sleeves? And like the first response is, I'm just kind of quoting here. It's like, are you going to be one of those faggots that buys women's shirts? Blah blah blah. So then when I read that, I was like, oh, that's the piece of information I was looking for. I ordered
a good
women's
idea.
shirts. Yeah,
Yeah, wear
You
a
ordered
fucking
women's
you look
shirts?
jacked in
Yeah.
a woman's shirt.
yeah. No,
Little spaghetti
no,
spaghetti
you don't
string
look
tank
jacked. You
top.
look very, very weird. It was a silly looking shirt. It went right in the trash.
That's
Alright.
called a baby doll tee.
Okay.
Women's small t-shirts are called, I think, like baby doll tees, and they come up to like their shoulders.
Yeah.
Yes.
They come up to their little shoulders. And
Yeah.
they,
Doll tea. That's what I'll have to Google.
that's what you got to Google.
They should have it for
Or
men,
you should just
though.
get a tube top, bro.
Yeah, rock a tube top.
Just bust out of that thing, dude. See what your mom has to say after that.
Yeah.
Your
Tell that bitch
striations,
mom
dude.
that you're fucking jacked, dude.
Yeah,
next time you go over for dinner, get a fucking crop top.
It did. It ruined
Fucking
lunch.
tube top and just walk in.
You should just fucking dress and drag and go home.
Yeah, you should
Just
just trans, dude.
I'd be an incredibly hot woman.
Yeah, dude.
No, my God.
I'm all legs. I got narrow shoulders.
You would be
I got a.
horrendous.
Nah, Gerbs would be fucking hot, dude. Gerbs would look like the one lady from Sex and the City who like moves outside of Brooklyn. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
The red-
Yeah, the redhead. That's what I was thinking.
I don't think you have any idea. how
No, that's
Yeah.
hot, bro.
6 foot.
That's fuck. I forget her name.
I
It's
forget.
not Samantha. Is
It's
it?
not Samantha. Samantha's
Samantha's
a
the
blonde
hot slut.
Yeah, she's a blonde slut.
Yeah, dude. Samantha was a slut, dude.
Carrie was a bit of a slut too,
They
but
were
she
all
was.
sluts. They were all
But
sluts.
Carrie was fucking a bunch of Mr. Big, dude.
Yeah.
That was her big thing.
Carrie was the main character.
Yep. That-
Samantha
dude.
was the hot slut. Charlotte was my go-to.
Oh,
Charlotte was that prim
good
and
girl,
proper
dude.
fucking good girl, dude. That's a Central PA girl, dude.
She was a good
Just
girl.
a good,
That-
down-home, mediocre slut. She wasn't even a slut.
True that. That show I think ruined a fucking generation of women.
Yeah.
Like I think it fucked them
Like,
up.
let's get mimosas and fuck dudes every day. It's like that's a nightmare. You're gonna get AIDS.
Well, there was a girl who apparently tried to like not sue Sex in the City, but like
She's like, I'm a
she
slut.
modeled her life. She like literally SJP'd, went to New York, became like a sex blogger or something, and like did this for like held up like a fake Sarah Jessica Parker identity, and then like started a blog about how like harmful it was to her and how like you can't base your life off Sex in the City, and how like it fucked her up. How she was like looking for Mr. Biggs and stuff, dude. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I think reality TV is doing the same thing to him.
Yeah.
It's crushing them.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit.
We talked about the internet,
With
right?
Instagram just destroying
Ruining
people.
them. We got into that last week about relational aggression.
Yeah.
That's a girl stuff.
How girls
What
are
you know
mean.
about that?
What do you think about that?
No,
Steve?
I listen to that. I think that's true. But I have that sort of thing. I've been off Instagram and Twitter for the
I
most
thought you were
part. I sent
relationally
on-
aggressive.
What?
I thought you were saying you're relationally aggressive. I was like, that's fucking sick. Dude.
Oh,
No,
relationally-
Gerby's is
Very non-relationally
Yeah.
aggressive.
very nice.
So you're off the social media.
Yeah, because it was doing the same sort of like that same sort of thing you were talking about, where you'd see somebody out doing something,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm just like, I don't know. It was having a negative impact. I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's the consensus.
I see it. Well, yeah, mine is I just look at it and I'm like, what a bunch. When I see like 4 of those like pictures of words in a row of like Monday, I told my boss. You know what I'm saying? When someone just like snapshots words, but like on like a purple background.
Oh yeah.
I'll see like 4 of those in a row, and I'm like, God, what the fuck? And I'm just
Yeah.
like, what a bunch of fucking idiots. Then I'm like,
Yeah.
why the fuck am I looking at this? I'm a fucking loser, and I did like
Yeah.
just turn it off.
And also everybody's like, my life's a mess.
Yeah, that's yeah.
everybody's fucking Instagram. It's like me, and it's like a drunk piece of shit.
Yeah,
It's like that's me today.
I think
I'm depressed. It's like, all right.
I think people have we have like a weird yearning for childhood that I don't think any other generation has had so far. Like 30-year-olds being like, new Ninja Turtle movie sucked. It's like, bro, fucking 30. Like, of course it did. But yeah, I'm telling you, it's like even the fact now that people ironically refer to themselves being an adult is blows my fucking mind.
That is interesting, yeah.
That's
What,
weird.
like I'm adulting?
I'm adulting.
Yeah.
Like we bought our first house. I don't know what we're doing, but it's like just fuck. It's like renting a place, bro. It's not a big deal. It's you have to like. It's almost like you have to acknowledge the fact that you're an adult in a way where you're like, I'm not really an adult. It's like, what the fuck, dude? We're all losing it, dude.
Yeah, we suck.
Yeah, we gotta take it back to the fucking just short sleeves, denim on denim, dude.
Denim on denim.
Well, you should just prepare yourself for the spring and summer weather. I will be rolling up my sleeves because I do have a.
Dude.
All right, so
Fuck yeah.
this is why I hate when you are fashionable.
Why?
Because he's done it before,
So what?
and it fucking sucked.
What? Yo, hold on.
What did I
wait.
do before?
You've tried to wear cool stuff in the past.
Like the suit?
Suit, whatever. I'm not talking about the suit. I'm talking about younger days when you were dressed like a fucking magician.
Oh, when I would wear the shirt and tie?
That was a horrible decision.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah,
pickup
totally.
artist garb.
Pickup artist garb.
Anyone
you've
could fall into that.
Yeah, but I don't want to see him fall back into that because the shit you're wearing now that you think is cool, 5 years you're gonna be like, what the fuck? I looked like a dickhead.
Nah.
All right.
But wait, right in this? I don't
That's
think
the
this
sacrifice.
is necessarily cool. I
No,
just
that's-
wore it
You
'cause
look
it's comfortable.
good.
That's
look
just a
good.
regular. You got some regular gear on right now.
Right.
Yeah, you
now,
look good.
But
Those are
let's-
regular Joe.
Let's
But
really
if
come
you-
to a consensus about the sleeve rolling because
You're gonna roll your sleeves.
Why not, dude? Show them
I
off.
do want to roll my sleeves. Yeah.
Roll
If you want to, do it.
But am I going to look like
Don't
a dickhead?
fucking do it around.
Hell
me.
no, dude. Yo, first rule.
First time I see
First
those
rule of
sleeves
rolling up
rolled.
your sleeves, dude. No apologies.
Yeah.
If you're gonna roll your fucking sleeves,
You
you,
better
roll
not
your fucking
take
sleeves
any
up.
guff.
Yeah, dude.
better
No one asked permission to roll up their sleeves, bro.
I don't have the personality to sustain any sort of conflict around my sleeve
Damn,
rolling. I
I'm
just
so
wanna do
excited
it.
for you to very defeatedly roll your sleeves down.
No, what I'm going to end up doing is buying a sewing machine and then just sewing my sleeves at the proper length.
Take it to the. No, I was actually thinking about that. Take it to like a corner laundromat and just fucking scold one of those old ladies and
Make the Chinese do it.
Yeah, sewing it for you.
Okay.
They fucking love sewing shit.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, I was
Go to the thing and be like, have like sew my thing and they can give me a woman while I wait.
I went to the Gold Standard
What's that?
Cafe before this. Me and
Okay, yeah,
Claire
yeah.
went out to breakfast,
Little
and
breakfast.
there's a Japanese lady working, and she didn't know whose order it was. And I could tell she didn't want to make an announcement because her English sucked.
Oh, well,
so I was just watching her. She was holding this Eggs Benedict, and she didn't want to make the announcement. But eventually, she had to be like, "Did anyone order Eggs Benedict?" And Claire looked at me and was like, "Don't fucking say anything." And I was just like, "She's like Eggs Benedict."
Well, the shame must have been so heavy at that point.
Yeah, well, I could because I watched her the whole way. She made the announcement like from our table. She was standing like right next to me, and I saw her like hesitate to make the announcement, and I was like, "Yes, dude," because she
Shit.
was trying so hard to just find the person.
Oh, she probably blushed. She was like, her dad was in the back with like a wife beater with khakis pulled up to his nipples, like, "Oh, what is it? What is son? Always so beautiful."
It's pretty great because it's by Penn's campus, so it's a bunch of Chinese running around, dude. Japanese,
man.
mostly Japanese.
Fuck.
And they were very fucking dishonored about the fucking Eggs Benedict.
Dude, you got. I know in Asian culture, if you have like a mysterious Eggs Benedict, dude, you just trash him. Be like, I need another Eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benedict. Yeah, it was wonderful.
Kiko-san, always so beautiful.
It was great, just like, especially because immediately Claire looked at me and was like, don't. Because she knew I wanted to be like, that was me. No, what? Like I wanted to talk to this lady
my
and get her
God.
fucking.
Oh, you should make
making
right
her
here,
talk.
let her sit him down, and when someone's like, "Where's my Eggs Benedict?" She'd be like,
She's like, oh, sorry, is it not your Egg Benedict? I'd be like, no, this is mine. She's like, okay, sorry. Yeah, dude, Asians are the shit.
"Oh, they're the best."
I
dude.
support them.
I
I don't
support-
want people to think that we're being racist.
I don't think
It's very supportive.
It's hilarious, dude.
Japanese are the shit.
Dude, I've
Bad boys for a while, but now they cleaned their act up.
they did. Well, I mean, they were minding their own business, and they were.
No, they were not.
Yeah, they were on their island, fucking walking around like
forever.
they were walking around like Power Rangers for a while on their island. Just controlling. Literally, it was like controlling the rice supply.
Yeah.
They'd be like, you got to make 50 bushels of rice for me, and I'd wear a fucking. I'd walk around like a weird totem pole or transformer.
Dude, did you ever
They had
watch
to
that?
figure it out.
Did you ever watch that History of Japan thing on YouTube?
What?
It's fucking sick. This guy just goes through the entire history of Japan in like a 15-minute YouTube video.
Apparently,
It's
someone was trying
hilarious.
to tell me that they made up samurai culture. Like, it wasn't as crazy as they said, and it was a propaganda by the Japanese government to instill like a sense of warriorness in people. Like they had a feudal system, but like all the rituals and shit. Someone said they made that shit up.
I don't know. I think they literally had like a shogun and like a military empire.
Yeah,
Emperor.
they had
not the emperor. Like a samurai emperor was like, we're the emperor.
They had that, but apparently there was parts of the culture. Someone was telling me Carlin talked about it.
Oh, really?
How there's like a lot of the folklore around the samurai.
Well, if Carlin said it, I believe it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, he said
I wasn't sure where you're getting this.
I
shit
believe
from.
it all. I love samurai stuff.
Yeah, samurai.
But that's a sick fucking trick, dude.
Yeah.
To tell people like, and then if you are dishonorable, you stab yourself in the stomachs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that shit was probably a little
Yeah,
fabricated.
that's what they're saying. They're like, people didn't do shit like that. It was just a feudal
Yeah,
society.
I've always thought that. It's like, that's a tough fucking... It's like, yeah, we lost the battle. Now the general's going to cut his guts out.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, dude.
I mean, you would think that would translate. I don't know what the suicide rate is like that in Japan. Who kills themselves more?
I think the Japanese are pretty high up on the suicide
Do they
scale.
really?
Yeah, they do it a lot. They have that forest where fucking...
True that.
That vlogger
Sui zone.
found that dude, yeah, up in the fucking suicide forest.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
What do you think of that, Gerbs?
What the blogger?
Yeah,
finding
Logan
the-
Paul or
I
Logan
didn't
Paul?
watch the video.
It's great.
It-
It's
oh, okay.
so fucking funny.
It's just fucking.
Dude, it's
Is he
him.
attempting to be funny or is
Yeah,
he just
he's a
okay.
huge fucking dildo, and he's first off, he's running around Japan throwing like stuffed Pokeballs at Japanese people.
Stop.
He's dressed like a Pikachu, running around harassing people. Like he's the biggest.
So he's
dickhead
fitting
on
in.
Earth. Yeah, he's literally the biggest fucking
everyone loves
dickhead
him.
on earth.
Damn.
And then
he was throwing Pokeballs at people.
yeah, he was throwing Pokeballs at like Japanese Tokyo partners. Dude.
catch anyone?
Literal Tokyo partners standing there.
What
like,
did they do? Did they buck out of the
just
ball?
look at him and be like,
Did they
"What the
buck out of the ball?
Yeah, they rattled. The ball shook a couple times.
The Tokyo
out.
partner has escaped.
Tokyo partner is tough to catch.
Oh fuck yeah,
That's
dude!
a final form.
I wouldn't want to start a Pokeball battle with a
partner?
Tokyo partner, dude. They probably have the latest shit.
You get fucking laid out, dude.
Yeah.
So he's fucking with all these people, and then he's like, "I hear there's a suicide forest. Let's go check it out." And of course, there's a partner hung himself.
Jesus.
So he finds a partner, and they're like, "Look at this fucking dead body. Whoa, I've never seen a dead body in my life. This is crazy."
What?
Yeah, some fucking partner was
This had to have been a long time ago.
when this happened.
Yeah.
Last year.
Oh, it was just last year?
Yeah.
Damn. Just how's this guy's fan base looking?
He took a slight hit, but he's fine.
He's doing
His
good.
fan base is like 12-year-olds.
They're like, whoa.
Yeah, they're like,
True.
he's hilarious. then he
fucking
started
crazy.
making rap videos.
The
Do
last I
yourself
heard
a
of-
favor
That's-
and watch
yeah.
Logan and Jake Paul made rap videos. Instagram stars started making rap videos, and they are fucking crazy.
Well, look, there's a subculture for YouTube that's just for fucking morons.
Yeah.
Like, that guy's in like hard moron terrain
Complete
of
moron.
YouTube.
And that's another like a perfect example of people being like, yeah, but he's rich, must be doing something right. It's like, no, he's a fucking retard.
Yeah.
That guy sucks.
Yeah.
And I hate when people are like, yeah, they're rich, doing something. You're just jealous. It's like, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah, they're
switch.
rich. Okay. The guy sucks.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's always
That is
bothered me.
That is, people will defend the. Everyone always does the thing with the Kardashians. We're like, she's actually a smart businesswoman.
Yeah, it's like, no, she's not. She made a sex tape, has a fat ass. Now she's married to a fucking black Republican.
I mean, kind of genius.
I mean, I knew I was going to switch you on that one.
People always do that. Well, you did the same thing. Like, she's rich. You're just jealous, and it's like, all right. Honestly, though, how much would you take? How much would it cost for you to fuck Ray J?
Me? I saw Ray J
What,
earlier this year.
What?
Yeah, ran into him up at Sirius.
Talked to him about his root?
I saw him. And
Like, nice root, bro.
I was a thick fucking root, dude.
Like, nice root, bro.
No, he had a fucking posse though. There's like 50 dudes up there.
Who's
you couldn't even touch
rolling,
Ray J.
who's rolling with Ray J?
Ray J's got a thick fucking root and a thick squad, dude.
Dude, you got to get through his squad to get to his root.
Impossible. You can't get to his root. You got to battle like 12 black dudes to get a look at the root.
You got to get through the ravine, dude. All the roots probably cross around him.
What do you think of that, Gerbs? You checking your phone? Are we
Well, no, I
boring
just
you?
got a text because I didn't know if my dad was coming today or not. And
Yo,
he's
get him on
not.
the cast.
Yeah, tell your dad to get in here. Your dad hates me.
What?
Does
no,
he really?
doesn't he?
Yeah,
No,
remember when
no.
I tried to take a shit and he was like, "No."
Yeah.
This is
Wait, he denied
this
you a
was
shit?
insane.
He denied you a
This
shit?
was insane. And
What-
Gerby
whose
stands
house were
behind
you
him.
in?
We were at the tire shop where we were filming tires, etc. His dad comes in. There's an office. So the only bathroom is in the public bathroom.
Yeah.
Is in the lobby where
Sure.
every single person was
And we're filming.
that we were filming. So I can't take a shit in there.
Where are you filming? Oh, wait, it's closed while you're filming?
Yeah.
Yeah, the shop's closed, but
And he wouldn't let you shit.
so
No,
I go
the-
upstairs
There's
and
an
he's
upstairs
like,
we try to go to
where
the
there's
executive suite.
another toilet, and
which
mind
is
you,
what everyone was using, except his dad wasn't there. So his dad was there when I was up there, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, I was just gonna go to the bathroom, and he was like, "There's one downstairs," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna more privacy," and he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I gotta fucking spell it out. I'm gonna take a shit."
he's
And
crazy.
O'Connor was in another room and heard it and walked out and was like, "That was crazy." Like it was crazy.
Damn.
Your dad got me, dude.
I mean, the
And then
whole-
Gerby defended it. Gerby was like, "Well, I'll go on."
Let's hear the defense.
No, I'm not defending what my dad did. There's no
He
defense.
shut
to
down
that.
a dump, dude.
The last time I was there, I went upstairs to take a shit, and Gerben was like, "I'll clean it then." Yeah, go ahead. It's like, what?
Because he is
You think I'm
letting
gonna
us use
spray shit everywhere
It's,
and not
no,
clean
look,
it?
it's insane, but I can't. The drama. I mean, he is just as stubborn as you could be. So if you're like, I'm gonna go shit in this thing, and he's like, if he shits in this, then I'm not having anybody here. Then it's like, well, what do I do? So it's just like
he threatened to shut down production.
Well, I was joking
if I
with
took a
him.
shit.
I was joking with him before the second one. I was like, and everybody, just so you know, is going to shit in your private bathroom. He's like, Steven, I'll shut the... And it was a whole thing. So I was like, you gotta fucking relax because I'll just clean it. I don't fucking care. It's like,
I'm on your dad's side.
I mean,
He's been
if you
clean-
put
no.
it that way,
Here's where I'm on
No.
your dad's side from. Your dad's been cleaning up fucking like low level mechanic dumps.
nah, you should see the mechanics dumps.
That's what
where
I'm
they're-
saying.
No, that bathroom is a fucking
That's what I'm
dungeon.
saying, dude. When a Jiffy Lube mechanic takes a dump, it just shoots everywhere.
Yeah.
It leaves the toilet bowl and hits
But
the
there's
whole
Oh, no,
difference.
the mechanics have a bathroom.
Bathroom.
And it is, you've never seen a bathroom like
That's why
this.
he's quarantined everyone in that bathroom, dude.
it is a
He probably
repulsive
he probably has to
bathroom.
wear hazmat suits and like power wash the bathroom.
You would have to wear a hazmat suit to clean that bathroom, dude.
Wait, I'm wondering, I'm on Shane's side here.
I'm on your dad's side.
No, I think that there is a reason to say mechanics have
Yes.
the mechanics bathroom.
Yes.
But somebody coming in to just shoot a thing that he's not.
We're gonna
he's
film
not-
for
he's
fucking
not covered
9
in
hours.
grease,
That's
he's
the
not-
ass level of mechanic, though.
But no,
Aspiring actor probably takes a very similar dumps to a mechanic.
no, but the mechanic is like,
I mean, I
covered in
definitely-
oil and
yeah.
whatever. Well, whatever. It's one of those things. So
That is funny. I got denied. I asked. I stuck asylum in like a stranger's house. I was like, "Can I use your bathroom, sir?" And they're like, "What do you got to do?" Actually, no. It was we were playing basketball, and we gave my friend laxatives. And then while we're playing, we're all like elbowing him in the stomach and stuff. We actually called my friend. We had this weird phase where we were giving people laxatives when I was like in high school. And the first one we did, me and my cousin got laxatives and put them in chocolate milk and opened the. Did I ever talk about this? And we opened the chocolate milk up and we brought chocolate milk to like 4 or 5 chocolate milks to my friends. And we each grabbed one that was good. We gave our one friend the one with laxative. Like, yo, Wawa just gave us free chocolate milk, dude. Let's drink up, play some basketball. So as he's drinking it, we're like, yeah, drink it up, man. Come on, cheers.
Cheers. Chug that.
So we get him and chugs chocolate milk.
you're a terrifying human.
So we're playing basketball, and the whole time we get a rebound, I'm like, whap, and elbow in the stomach. So we're all like hitting him. He's like, what the fuck's going on? And then he's like, oh my God, I gotta shit. So he goes to this guy's house. He's like, can I use your bathroom? The guy's like, what do you gotta do? And he goes, I gotta do number 2. And the guy goes, nope. I think he had to get picked up, and then he went home. He wasn't far from his house. Dude, we did that. We gave girls laxative in high school.
Nice.
It was fantastic, dude.
It's like assault.
I didn't.
It's like a soul.
I mean, not in high school. I didn't know.
True.
You know, we gave it. Yeah, I've talked about this.
Dude,
before.
I hope you get me too'd over
Giving laxative.
roofying someone with the laxative.
Bro, we gave it. Oh man, that was horrible. It was mineral oil. I talked about this before.
No, I don't know
Had
if
to
you
have.
did it to a lady?
In high school, we did it to a gang of ladies, dude. The three of them. We were drinking vodka at our house, and I would make shots, and then me and one of my
shit.
boys would fucking, instead of shots, we would put mineral oil.
Oh my god.
So we fed this trio of chicks like 4 shots of mineral oil.
What happened?
Dude, so we went to the football. We like went to the football game and followed them to like see what they would blow. So we went to the football game and we were like, what the fuck? They're not shitting. We were like sitting there like, what's going on? And then we saw them leave and we were like, oh fuck, they're going to shit. So we followed them up to a Wendy's. And they had gone into a Wendy's and we're blowing it out. We were knocking on the door like, where are you guys going? What's going on?
Damn, they suck refuge in a fucking Wendy's.
And then from the 202 Wendy's. And then my friend's like, yo, you guys are drunk. I got to drive you home, even though they weren't really drunk. So my friend drove him home and hit all the bumps. He's like, I swear one of them shit themselves.
He was hitting bumps on purpose.
He went doing construction zone and he was going, blah, blah, blah. He's like, dude, I swear one of them shit.
Holy fuck.
It was fucked up, dude.
Damn, that friend is hilarious.
Oh, yeah, he's a fucking total beast.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. The more, dude, with school, the more I'm like researching like behavioral disorders. My whole squad was conduct disorder, CD'd, anti-personality, antisocial. Dude, because the shit I'm hitting people with, that is like, I have to give a presentation on conduct disorder, and I'm like, if I were to fucking even just tell people what I was up to as a youth, dude, this whole class would be, get out. You got to leave now.
Yeah.
But dude, in my head, I was like,
Dude, you tell me shit, and I'm like,
I thought
you gotta leave.
That made perfect sense to me. I was like, yeah, we'll slip him a little bit because we did it to my friend.
I mean, that's hilarious.
We did it to my friend, and then my cousin wanted to get out of school, so he was like, I wonder what this is like, and he dragged laxative.
What do you think he's gonna go home early because he had to shit?
He did it before school, so then he did it before school, so he could just like be in the bathroom shitting on. So I told him, I'm like, dude,
You don't have to actually shit.
So I told him, I'm like, you could have just said you had diarrhea, and he was like, oh fuck, but he was like, well, I kind of want to see what it did, and he was like, he called my friend up and apologized. I'm like, dude, I didn't know how fucking bad that was.
Oh,
you drink
man.
a bunch of laxative, dude. Apparently, it's like you shit like a maniac.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You've definitely had laxative.
No.
Really?
No.
Wow. I thought for sure.
I have pooped my pants in public. But not a laxative. You're just
unassisted?
validating all my concerns about people.
What?
Because that's the whole thing. I'm always like, I would sometimes get panicky if I left a drink.
Oh, for sure. Dude, I have a phobia of being poisoned. And it probably stems from all the horrible shit
From
that I've done.
poisoning people.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have like, if I'm at Chipotle and I gotta go to the bathroom, I'll take my food with me and like take a piss and come back and put it back down.
Yeah.
I have my lax karma
You
is through the
bring your
roof.
food into the bathroom?
Fuck yeah,
Wow.
I've started to not do it now. That's
Yeah,
my big thing.
You can't do that.
I had to, bro. I thought someone was gonna lax me back. Thought one of these fucking girls were gonna come back and fucking mineral oil me up.
They definitely you deserve it, but no, nobody's
Dude.
gonna lax you.
Fuck, man. I
So
deserve
wait,
it.
we should probably go back to
Yeah, when did you shit your pants?
shitting your pants in public.
I was in middle school and I didn't use the public restroom because
I never shit at my school in grade school.
Yeah.
Not
When I
once.
was a kid, I didn't shit.
I
in
don't like
school.
it.
I would go to the nurse's office.
Ooh,
wow.
I
I
got
had
a
a little-
bellyache and go to the bathroom like, ugh.
Yeah. So I was holding it in, and then
Damn, so you'd only dump for the nurse?
in
like, I got a present
Damn,
for you.
that's so funny. She definitely knew.
No, she knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just come in and be like, I need to use the restroom. She'd be okay. And then I just because they had a private.
Damn, you were probably such a little dork.
Yes.
You're
So-
probably adorable.
And so
Oh,
You
my
were a
God.
tiny boy, right?
yeah.
She'd be like, Miss
How
Green,
tall were
can I
you?
poop?
You recently got tall.
Yes. Yeah, because I was 5'2" my senior year of high school.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was
You were a
80
little boy, dude.
Yes.
You would go seek dump asylum.
So I had to, I had diarrhea that morning, and then it was kind of one of those things where
I love dorks with like, well, I had diarrhea in the morning. For some reason, I'm just like, yeah, I shit weird. Like that's how I process
It's
it.
like almost like a Civil War journal, a Civil War general documenting their day. Like, well, I had diarrhea in the morning, and
Yeah, early in the morning, I was struck with some mean grumbling in my tongue.
so you were prey walking through the hallways. And your stomach.
Yeah, it was like one of those. Like diarrhea has that bizarre sensation that I can't quite articulate. My parents are blowing up my cell phone. Let me just make
It's
sure.
probably a shit in the toilet. It's probably a shit in the
Yeah,
executive.
someone's definitely shit.
Someone took it
Someone
off.
shit at work.
I'm just putting it on silent. It's like
Someone must have
thumbs
took
up
an
and stuff.
unauthorized shit.
Yeah. So it's just
I'm
like
gonna take a fucking upper decker at your dad's work.
I'll be sure to tell him. And
Let
then,
him know, dude.
Yeah.
I'll fucking square
So
up.
it's that weird sensation where like there's like the diarrhea sort of rushes down.
Yeah, and it just blocks right at the butthole. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
you're like blocking it, and then it somehow goes away.
It didn't. Yeah, and then
Right.
it dissipates. Yeah, but you didn't block it.
So well, I had all day, and then it was 8th period. We're in gym class. We're playing kickball.
Oh, you had diarrhea in gym class?
When I kicked the ball,
when you kick,
yeah, everything relaxed, and it was like drop. And then
What were you wearing?
Well, my PE uniform. So it was-
Shorts?
yeah, shorts
PE
and boxer
uniform.
shorts.
there's just such a dork mentality. I don't know what.
But it
is.
wasn't like full diarrhea. It was just like
Just a squirt.
drop. Yeah, and
Was
then
it hot?
I ran the first.
And then it was cold right away. You know what I mean? Because that liquid's just sitting on it. Yeah.
I ran the first, and then I
You
remember
got
On
single.
base with a shit in your pants?
I was on
single.
base there, like trying to. And then the next person had a double, and I remember getting a third. And there's
Slid
this
into
kid
third?
Sean playing third, and I think a piece dropped out. Because I remember he was one of these kids. Like I was saying, Shane is like a natural rhythm. He was like a natural athlete, and you know how like
He bird dogged your turd on
he
the
was
ground?
like kind of. I just remember him like looking at whatever's on the ground, just like rubbing it with his foot, and like just kind of confused.
He stepped on it and mashed it around.
That's his shit at that point.
But it wasn't. He was just confused. It wasn't like he was.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't think the smell was wafting. And then I got home somehow, and I go into the locker room.
So you scored.
I can't remember if I scored or whether the period ended. But I went into the locker room.
You slid into home and
You
it was
definitely
just
got
a big,
tagged out.
There's a
Someone
big
beamed you with the fucking
Just
ball.
a big snail trail on the ground.
And then I went in the bathroom and I
Slid for
so,
50 feet.
Fuck, dude.
So you went in the
I
bathroom
go in
and
the
took care of this
bathroom and I was so
dump.
embarrassed, and I took my boxer shorts off, and
Sure.
I put my PE uniforms, my new boxers, and my pants on, and then I put my boxers in my lunch bag.
No, you throw him
you
out.
Throw him out, you fucking weirdo.
Oh,
And I came home and was trying to wash them in my sink.
Nah, dude.
And then my mom walked in and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, and I started crying. I was like, "Eh." And then she was like, "Why did you throw them out?"
yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of washing your shit in the sink?
Yeah.
Damn, it's crazy your mom wasn't more sympathetic. She was like, why did you throw him out? You're like, I shit my pants.
Well, you
Yeah,
ruined
she's
your
like,
lunch
well,
bag.
she was like, "It doesn't matter that you shit your
Yeah.
pants. Just throw out your underwear."
That's a good lesson.
That's crazy. Soder shit his pants playing kickball as he kicked it.
I'll up your
What?
craziness one more level, because I Wikipedia'd him the other day. We have the exact same birthday.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah.
Soder shit his pants kicking the ball.
That's
It must be
wild.
what's
And
sign
then threw his pants out, threw his underwear out, and a kid fished him out. And was like, you shit your pants.
There's always someone
old
on
was he?
patrol for pants shitters.
He lies. He was older.
Oh.
He claims preschool, but you're not playing.
But you're
fucking,
not playing fucking
kickball in
kickball in
preschool.
preschool.
So Danny Sodes was probably a 3rd grade dump,
Probably, dude.
probably a 5th grade dump.
Yeah,
Soder
man.
shit his pants in college.
For someone to be able to fish a fucking dump out of the trash,
Yep.
you're talking like someone's going through puberty at that
Yeah,
point.
and what up? Yeah, because in order to fish a dump out, you have to be like super vindictive and
For sure, dude.
testosterone fueled, where you're just like, I got to destroy this other guy.
I mean, that was. I knew a couple people that fell by the wayside dumping their pants in fucking grade school, dude. That was a hard. That was taking a mortar shell, dude. Did you ever get discovered as a fucking
No,
dumper?
I don't think so. Nope.
I got away with one in 3rd grade. I sharded right before the bell. Right before the buses came, I sharded. And then I did this weird, like, PR damage control where I was going around like, you smell my shirt? It fucking stinks. I don't know what's going on.
Whoa, that's
I was
impressive.
a psycho. I went around, I
Damn.
was like, I think my dog shit somewhere. I don't know. But everyone was like, cool. Like, everyone was like, yeah, definitely.
Wait, you
What
shit on the way to school?
interesting-
I sharded at the end of the day.
And you were like, I think my dog shit somewhere.
Yeah, well, we were third grade.
Yeah, you're
I was,
coming up
I was
with them.
pulling away with lies, dude. I was
Holy
just
shit.
Trump daddy, dude. I fucking dumb,
You're razzle dazzle,
dumb
dude.
daddy, dude. I was just lying. People were like, you shit. I was like, you're lying. Fuck you, dude.
Talk about getting ahead of the story.
Oh,
God,
for sure.
No one even smelled it, but I was all over it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I stunk.
You had a shit in your
I
pants.
had diarrhea in my trunks. Dude.
I didn't really shit myself at all. A couple of my cousins fell by the wayside, sharting, shitting themselves a couple times, dude. But
It's such a dude. If you full shit your pants, because especially where I was from, we all went to the same, grade school, high school, like from fucking kindergarten through 12th.
Right.
We were all together in the same class,
For sure.
like a small class. So like if you shit your pants, everyone was like, "Yeah, that guy shit his pants," and you just weren't cool.
yeah.
Like for the rest of your life, it was like, remember
It was
fourth
weird.
grade?
It was weird because we had a kid shit his pants in probably fourth grade, and everyone was just like, the day of, we were like, bah! But after a while, everyone was like, whatever.
Nice, you guys.
We were pretty progressive. My school was pretty progressive
Very
about shitting your
progressive.
pants. We had a lot of pants shitters, though, so I think it was like,
It was contagious. You guys are shitting. I think my favorite thing kids did was faint in church.
oh my God,
Holy
dude.
fuck. We went through a phase where kids were fainting every
Yeah.
mass. One kid fainted right in front of me, and his head went back on the pew. And right in front of me, and I was like, oh!
Yeah, my friend took one. He had like a weird thing where he started having fainting spells, and he went down. I remember he was laying by the kneeler, and we didn't know like what it was, and we were just like kicking him and shit. And we were like, "Get the fuck up, dude!" Get the fuck.
I had a kid have a seizure during a final.
Damn.
And as soon as he seizured out, I stole my friend's Scantron and copied it because everyone was taking care of this kid. Like, as soon as a dude had a seizure, I was like, give me that fucking test.
That's actually perfect, dude.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I did well, too.
Good for that kid too. Taking
Kid
one
who
for the team. Yeah.
Seizured out.
It was probably a false flag, so everyone could cheat.
Nah, it was not false, dude. He was like he had this weird thing where like he couldn't sweat.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whatever the fucking disease is, I don't know, but he would get crazy overheated. Some
What did he
wild
have to
shit.
do?
I don't know, but it was hot during the final.
how would he
It was at the
fan
end of the
himself
year.
down?
I don't know. I forget.
Damn, how do you
He had,
stop?
like,
So he
special
couldn't
uniform.
maintain homeostasis.
No, he was always running hot.
What?
And he
That'll
seized.
fry your organs, dude.
Yeah,
He
he
seized
seized
up.
out, dude. It
Damn.
was a hot test.
It's like Excite Bike, dude. You had to pull over for a minute.
Oh man,
God dang.
seizures are terrifying.
Oh yeah, dude.
You ever see someone have a seizure?
I think so.
fucking
In
wild,
high
dude.
school, I did. Yeah. I remember we learned you got to push up in like the bottom of their throat and keep them from biting off their tongue.
I watched a lady do it at I was at Notre Dame, Michigan, and before the game, I saw this girl like talking to her boyfriend, and I could see her face. It was so weird that like I was staring at her. I was like, "This is I've never
She
seen."
was getting ready for a
She was
seize.
making like a weird, scared face, like
Shit.
holding her boyfriend, and he was like looking at her like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh, my
And
God.
she like dropped down. Stayed on her feet, but she like dropped down, got her eagle on real quick, and then popped back up and was like about, and then she fell and had a fucking like hard
God
seizure. And I
damn,
was just
dude.
standing there like fucking hammered, like whoa,
That's
help,
terrifying.
help.
Right away, you're like, I think that lady
Immediately
shit her
scalped their
pants.
tickets.
I think that lady shit her
I
pants.
immediately ran over and scalped their tickets.
Did you
Yeah,
really?
I was like, you don't need that lady's ticket, dude. She's got to go to the hospital. Give you $20.
Take her out of there.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What you think about that, Gerben?
This is, I mean, scary. Seizures are scary.
You
Yeah.
strike me as a guy who could have seizures.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope you do. I hope you start getting them.
Well,
I hope
jeez.
not.
No, of course not. But, you got health issues, right?
Yeah, but let's just hope that that's where they end.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. If you were gonna seize, you'd have seized up by now.
I hope so.
Yeah, that's not gonna kick in on you late. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think they might kick in.
Well,
late.
you can if you're like I think a lot of rappers were getting seizures. Lil Wayne had them. Rick Ross. I think if you started like consuming promethazine real heavy, you might be able to seize up.
What is promethazine?
It's scissor.
Yeah,
It's a purple
dude.
drink.
Let's get some purple drink. Get some
Codeine,
scissor up in your
promethazine.
fucking seltzer waters.
Po up at 8. Yeah, you know what promethazine is?
No.
Codeine cough syrup.
Oh, okay.
That's prometh. That's syrup. That's when
Okay.
they're sipping on syrup.
Okay.
Po up a foe.
All new to me. I mean,
That's 4 ounces of fucking syrup.
so they just sip on.
Yeah, you
NyQuil?
sip on. No, it's not. It's not NyQuil.
NyQuil.
It's promethazine and
Come on,
codeine.
dog.
Ah,
Come on, bro.
NyQuil is what's in that like DXM,
Yeah,
dextromorphin.
you can't fucking den them out and not know what syrup is.
True.
yeah. No,
What,
I don't know
syrup?
what syrup is.
You don't even know
Uh,
syrup?
I'm not going to be. No.
I used to be
Alright.
deep in the syrup game, dude.
Were
When I was
you?
19, I used to cop pints, some guy told me you like mix it with Karo syrup, and you can. That's how you cut. That's how you know you get bad syrup. If you crack your fucking bottle of syrup and it's all like sugar crusted around the top, someone cut your shit with Karo syrup. That's how you know you got bad syrup.
Would you listen?
I bought it once and tried to sell it. My friend just drank it all and drove his car into a hill. And I was like, "Fuck, dude!" I lost like $240.
That's sick. He drank it all.
I was like, "Dude, I'm gonna hold this." I thought it was so funny that I had scissor up, and I was selling little shots of scissor up. So I was like, "Hold it at your house." Don't, and he just fucking downed like 8 ounces.
Damn, you were
of
selling
shit.
scissor as a
Yeah,
young
when
man?
I was 19. Yeah, and he fucking he was
like Mike Jones, dude.
Juice Man, baby, dude. He fucking my friend was. I was like, "Dude, where you at? I need my fucking scissor up."
Damn.
No one was buying it.
Would you listen to Chopped and Screwed?
Oh, for
rap?
sure, dude. I drank it. I got fucked up.
Fuck.
I drank, dude. Scissor up fucks you up.
I bet.
It's you have to take like if you take like a painkiller and drink scissor up, it fucking bucks you, dude.
What does it feel like?
If you take like a painkiller, I'm not advocating this first of all, but if you take like a painkiller, you drink scissor up, you lay down and you feel like you're floating. You're like
You can't feel your body, right?
No, you're like in and out of sleep. So like you're like laying there and you're basically dipping out. You're like half asleep, half awake, and you're just kind of like laying there, kind of like you're like an orb, just like. I didn't care for it honestly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you like taking a trip mentally.
I like bugging out. Yeah, I'm not really into like, I'm not trying to re-enter the womb, bro.
Yeah.
That's the choice you make every day. You wake up, you got the twin gremlins of anxiety and depression. I'm going for the unknown. People, more depressed types, kind of hang back and just sort of like, meh.
Yeah,
I'm
more.
like,
I go with the depressed guy.
You choose.
I try to black out on alcohol.
Nah, dude.
I try to numb everything. You try to fucking.
I want to know too
heighten
much.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm a big fucking.
I mean, that's why this yin and yang, dude.
Exactly.
That's why this podcast
Where do you
is
fall,
fucking
Gerbs?
elite.
Oh, definitely the alcohol.
Really?
Oh
Yeah,
my
Gerbs
god.
tries to numb the pain, dude.
Seeking, that's true. A fucking bad boy like that, dude.
Yeah. With this lifestyle, come on, dude. You gotta forget those demons. You shit your pants playing kickball. You fucking.
I love alcohol.
It's
Do you
great.
really?
Ugh.
I don't really like it that. I mean, it's fun. If you catch me on a summer day and start feeding me alcohol, I'm not
We
going to
gotta go
stop
to the
drinking
beach.
until I black
We
out.
gotta go to the beach.
That is, yeah, we do. That was so fucking
That is
fun.
so fucking fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
real
you put me in-
organic way to get some topless photos of my.
Yeah, you
Oh, you need
topless.
to, yeah. Just take a winner pick, dude. Let them know.
Go out and go out right now.
No, not even, no.
You should go on a date with no shirt on.
And
You got to get tatted too.
I have a tat.
What tat you got?
It's just like a lizard.
what? What?
Wait, you got the Sobe logo?
Yeah, it was regrettable. My cousin had gotten a lizard tattoo, so I got one. 'Cause I thought it was gonna be in a plane crash.
Wait.
Yeah,
Let me see your lizard tattoo.
it's on my shoulder,
Let me see it.
What's it look like?
like a Geico lizard. It's
No,
so stupid.
dude.
Oh my
It's
god
literally-
damn, Gerby's is unbuttoning the denim.
Oh, we always get him to undress. Let me see that scapular
Take
wing.
your shirt
dude.
off, dude.
I'm not taking my shirt off.
Holy shit. What the
Damn,
fuck?
bro, you
Gerby
got-
has a tribal lizard tattoo.
Really stupid.
You got an iguana?
Yeah,
Did you ever see
yeah.
my tat, dude? Fucking don't tread on me,
His
snake, bro.
dad is a retarded snake.
Snake in the desert, dude.
Okay, that's good. We've got similar creatures.
Yeah, we got some. We're definitely like.
Yeah, dude.
That makes sense.
Yeah, both you guys are just
Very
wild
reptilian,
reptilian
dude. Cold and
fucking-
reptilian.
Wow.
Damn, that's sick. We
I
got
gotta get a
tats.
dumb fucking
You gotta
animal
get
on my
tatted up,
shoulder.
dude.
Tattoo.
I don't know what tat I
Dude,
should
if
get.
you
What
got
tat should
if
I
you
get?
got a teardrop under your eye, you would blow
No,
up, dude.
don't do that.
You would fucking blow
Especially
up.
because I'm balding now, so I'll look like just a regular dad.
You
Get
should
on
know.
that- Get
No.
on Propecia.
Nah, doesn't that
that.
fuck you up?
No.
Yeah, definitely. Dude.
I'm not doing that. Fuck it. I'm going bald. I'll look sick.
Go bald,
Yeah,
dude.
you
Yeah.
look bald.
Go bald.
I'll
Just
be happy
copy
bald.
all of Joe Rogan's tattoos.
True.
Get the dimethyltryptamine on your
Well,
arm.
I can't get tattoos because I have a fat, flabby body. It'll look retarded.
Doesn't matter.
Get on your shoulder.
That'll look sick, dude.
Fuck, your shoulders. Both you guys have retarded.
No, my
tattoos.
tattoo's sick, dude.
Your tattoo is now funny. When you got it, trying to be cool, it sucked. Now it's hilarious. Matt has a "Don't tread on me."
It says "Don't tread on me." That's pretty cool.
I try to cover up the lettering and with like a shittier tattoo over it. So now it's just like this desert and this the snake
snake's in the
and this
desert
like
now.
girly desert with like like friendly looking cactuses.
Can I just see it?
Yeah,
a little
dude.
bit?
The snake, the desert, it looks like an '80s airbrushed T-shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude.
Do mine,
And then I thought they were gonna cover up.
Damn, the boys are popping the shirts off.
I thought they were gonna fucking.
Why are you
cover
taking your shirt
Well, I
off?
was going to show him mine.
Let me see it. Let me see the full thing.
Yo, Curbs is fucking ripped,
Wow.
dude. Fucking.
Oh, man.
Who wants some of that, dude?
Yeah, definitely, there's more going on.
Look how fucking sharp that cactus is, dude. Look how sharp that cactus is, dude. If you sat on that, your ass would fucking hurt.
Yeah, I like yours better.
Damn, dude. No way, dude. You're just fucking sick.
It's so fucking crazy that you have a fucking lizard tattoo.
Why'd you get that Liz on you?
I kind of said I hit mild turbulence in a plane. I thought I was gonna die, and I was like, if I get out of here, I'm gonna, get a tattoo. And I always
Jesus Christ,
Damn, dude.
You had a fucking bump on an airplane and got a list tattoo.
I was trying to impress somebody.
Who?
This girl.
How would you say about the Liz tat?
Of course she didn't care. I mean, it's just.
Wait, how'd you reveal the tat to her?
I don't even remember how the reveal happened.
Yeah, you do.
No, I swear.
Yeah,
I
you
don't.
fucking
I
do.
swear I don't. I would tell you.
Oh my god.
Well, you're very premeditated in like your sleeve position, so you probably just rolled them up. Girl, you're looking fucking ripped, bro.
Yeah, look
Look
at
at that.
I had my finger on the mic.
You got abs,
Girl's
dude.
fucking ripped. Girl's, you're fucking chiseled, dude. God damn, you're made out of marble,
punched me in
bro.
the stomach. Yeah. I pinched my stomach.
You look
Dude.
fucking sick, dude.
Girls, you're made out of fucking marble, dude.
Yeah, right.
No,
But
I'm
thank
dead
you.
serious.
But thank you.
Girls, you're fucking shredded.
Thanks, man.
You're fucking dried
I'm
out,
working
dude.
on it. I'm working on
You're
it.
fucking totally dried out. I'm dead serious. I'm
Okay.
not fucking around.
Oh fuck.
Damn, dude.
Anyway, the
Fucking Bruce Lee, dude.
yeah, I don't, dude. I think I've said this on this podcast
God
before.
damn.
The way I honestly thought you dated women, and this was like in college, but also because, I didn't date at all, given that I was 5'2", I hadn't hit puberty until I got to college. But
Good.
it was like the Friends mentality, like the show, air
yeah,
quotes, Friends,
yeah.
where it's like you, Ross and Rachel, you become her friend,
Oh,
and then
man.
and that's what I did with this girl. And it was like 2.5 years of my life,
Damn.
just fawning over this one fucking.
And she loved it, dude.
She loved it.
Oh,
Of course.
she definitely loved
Of course.
And I mean, it's just that I look back on mortified. Of all the I'm fine with
Yeah.
pickup artistry and all that silliness.
it. You shouldn't be, but all right.
No, you know what I mean. I'm not
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
for sure.
Yeah.
Boy, that would keep me up
Yeah,
at night.
dude. I used to rock a shell necklace on the fucking boardwalk and just try
Yeah.
to hit on girls. I'm like, yo.
I'm fine with because it was a quick thing, and then it's just like I'm fine with the trying.
Sure.
And failing, but it's but to be with about one girl and to be like,
What year was this? What grade?
Well,
What
I
grade?
met her my freshman year, so it was like all freshman year through sophomore year.
Damn, so you were all high school like, there she goes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you almost hit that high note.
Absolutely.
There she
So it was high school, freshman, sophomore.
No.
College.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And you were just
no.
you were
Yeah,
you were a
yes.
growing boy.
Right.
You were. She probably took a week off of seeing you and came back and you were 5 inches taller.
Yeah, but still, just as not.
Damn, what
Yeah.
the fuck was it like growing when you're older? That's fucking weird,
That's
right?
awesome.
Weird, yeah. It was.
I guess you
definitely
don't.
a little weird.
Did
yeah.
you notice it? Like, did it hurt?
It
Like
not
a
physically.
werewolf?
Were you like, oh,
No.
damn.
But yeah, it was good. I mean, I was very pleased because when I went to the endocrinologist, which I think I don't know if I said on this podcast before, but where they do they literally compare your testicles to a bead of wooden testicles that denotes the proper growth of testicles.
What?
Yeah.
No.
So that's, I was like,
What kind of doctor is this?
Endocrinologist.
Check out my sack's doing, dude.
I got a fucking guy sonogrammed my sack.
Whoa.
When?
Yeah, I thought I had appendicitis, and they're like, "Do your balls hurt?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." Now that I'm thinking about it,
Exactly.
yeah,
As soon
they've
as you said
hurt.
that.
Because you know how your balls occasionally just hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was like, "Yes."
You get like a random dick pain. You're just walking.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
So then they fucking this dude put gel on my nutsack and sonogrammed it.
Ooh.
And, like,
I just flinched.
It felt good.
I didn't. I just dick
felt
fucking
real
flinched.
good.
I bet.
But this dude, he did not have a good sense of humor. I thought it was hilarious.
What'd you say?
He was like doing it, and you can hear the pulse. There's a noise. You can hear the blood coursing through your fucking dick.
Yeah, because you're getting a
It's
boner.
like- yeah, it's like you hear the thing, like the pump of blood in your fucking nutsack.
Damn.
And I started laughing. I was like, "What's that?" And he explained it, and I was like, "Yes, dude," because this was like 3 years ago. Like I was talking shit to
my
this guy. I
God.
thought it was funny, and he was furious.
Why was he so mad?
Probably because he was looking at my dick and nuts. And I'm just laying there, a fat dude just laying on the table laughing at him. I'm like, thanks, nurse. Thanks for the ball check, nurse. He's like, your testicles are totally fine. Why are you here?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
we put that fucking thing back
he
up
had like
there?
a Pittsburgh Steelers fucking, what are those called?
beanie?
Like a scrub
like
hat?
a scrub hat with
Oh,
Steelers.
Oh, he was one of those like edgy man nurses who wore like a...
Yeah.
Dude, stop.
I was like, check my nuts, dude.
Ball doctor, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, imagine, no,
I
for
was
real.
fucking with him,
Imagine
yeah.
you're at your work and they're just like, all right, you gotta go check that guy's dick out. I'd be like, what?
I mean, if that's your job, and then if the guy made a joke while you're doing it, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, but
like
that's
you
the
would
other,
laugh.
that's sketchy territory, dude. You can get lured into a joke, and then you can just be like, this guy harassed me.
True.
I think that's like number one. That's like a whole class in nurse school where they're like, don't be fucking laughing about when you're checking out dicks.
Oh, okay. You
Probably
meant from
like
him.
people are gonna be. It'd be like it's hilarious when you're looking at someone's dick, and they're gonna be funny. But you gotta. They're like the dudes who stand outside like the Queen of England's place,
yeah.
dude.
Right.
It's like the Knight's Guard. They have to stonewall.
Can't make him laugh.
Can't even- they
I
can't
thought I
even
could have
flinch.
broke him, but he ended up getting mad at me. I was like, all right, man.
Yeah.
So they have these wooden models of testicles at your endocrinologist.
Oh yeah. So anyway, they only thought I was gonna make it to like 5'6", but you know, I'm up there around 6 foot.
Judging by your balls.
Right.
What if
And-
have you
and, like,
stopped
skeleton
growing?
and X-rays.
I hope you don't
okay.
stop growing, dude.
So he's like
I would
grab
love
your,
to get up to your
does he just
height.
I
grab
hope
your
you get
balls and
7'5".
close his eyes and is like 5'6" he'll be.
No, that was from an X-ray. Yeah. They somehow looked at their bones.
The boy will be 5'6" and no taller.
Damn, they just touch balls and decide that?
Yeah.
It's a real humiliating test. Yeah.
Oh,
So how? What is this? Just sack? They hold. Like how realistic does this sack look? That they
It
hold?
looks really realistic. I forget what the there's.
How's the action on it? Do like the balls move around in there, or like is it
It's
pretty
like
rigid?
worry beads. But they're just testicles. There's a name for it. I forget what, but you could just Google.
I'm gonna get one of these.
But
truck
anyway,
nuts.
Truck.
Guy just has a bunch of truck nuts.
Yeah. When I got my sonogram, I was kind of hoping that they would say something about erections. I think we talked about this too at one point, but I wanted them to give a disclaimer. It's like, it's okay if you get an erection. Just want to say this.
If you get an erection during a nutsack sonogram, you're a psycho.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you are.
It's
It's like cold.
Who was giving it to you?
Oh, yeah. Did you have a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, or
no,
did you have a
it
lady?
was a lady.
Oh,
All
dude,
right, there you
yeah,
go. All right,
100%.
yeah, my
That's,
bad.
there's
My
nothing
bad.
wrong with that.
And it's just one of those things
It's
where
your
it's just,
balls too, dude.
Things
Like
are
if someone
being
touches your
nice
balls, you're like,
sensitive.
oh,
Yeah.
feels
Be
good.
gentle. Be gentle.
Yeah, that feels.
Ooh.
That guy, that fucking Steelers fan, was probably whipping the terrible towel on your fucking balls. So she was gentle. You had an angel
She's gentle,
touching
and
your
I
balls.
get erections very easily.
Really?
Yeah.
It's funny how often we cover like nurses touching our dicks and balls and being like, they're the best. They're angels.
So you got hard.
No, I didn't. But I was really hoping
You wanted
that they
the
would just-
option.
I wanted that option. I remember I heard this somewhere, and I think it was about sex on like simulated sex for a movie.
Sure.
Where some actress told this to the male actor. She's like, "It's cool if you do, cool if you don't." Insofar as like getting an erection.
So it's not her fucking choice.
No, I
his
think she
body.
was just trying to make him feel comfortable,
Oh,
which
like,
I think is
get
a
hard.
I
good
thought
thing.
you meant like penetrate. I was like, fuck.
Oh no, just like
The Sex and the City girls had sex every time.
sure,
Every
100%.
sex scene in that was real
No.
penetration.
It's like, did you ever see the D'Angelo music video where he's getting a
getting his
blowjob?
dick sucked
Yeah,
the whole
dude,
time?
The whole time.
I knew
They're-
when I was a young boy something about that video was
I knew it.
making me hard.
I think Sex in the City, they had like mutual fluffers who were out of frame who would just like suck the guy's dick and eat Sarah Jessica's pussy, dude. Or they're just on like a double-ended dildo.
Classified, 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 classified. We will now return to the broadcast.
I did it. I had. I'm getting better at lucid dreaming. I wake up in the middle of the fucking night all the time now.
Okay.
Wake up at like, I've been going to bed super early, like 9:30. I wake up at like 3, and I usually like let my dogs take like a piss or whatever. So, dude, I've been laying down, and like last night I was up for a couple hours. Sleep wouldn't come. I'm like, it'll come. And I know when I interrupt that's how you have lucid dreams. You interrupt your sleep on purpose.
yeah.
You fall back asleep around like 4 a.m. Dude, I was in a room in a dream, and I was like, I was like, holy fuck, this is a dream. And then my heart would start beating real fast. I'm like, oh, easy. I got that under control. And I was like, oh, I want some pussy. And I instantly just snapped out of it. I was like, fuck, no. So I entered the astral realm,
Oh,
fucking
you were in
demanded
the Matrix
pussy.
where you're like, I can control. Whoa.
Yeah, literally.
I can control everything.
I was like, I want pussy. And I just instantly got snapped out of it. I was like, God damn it.
It's funny how that works.
It's nuts,
In
dude.
dream, I mean, particularly in.
I've never had a lucid.
I've never had
been
one
lucid.
where I was controlling anything like that. But I meant like in a sex dream. It's always how you wake up right when you're like, finally, we're gonna fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, I finally, like, as I kept doing that, I get like sleep paralysis, and I would just go into it and have these weird like loop dreams. I finally was my first steps of my baby steps, dude, in the astral plane. I was like, step step, and I'm like, oh my God. I was
You're
like,
like, I can control everything.
literally, and I just fucking woke. My heart was beating real fast, though, dude.
It's all right, you're getting there.
No, it's weird.
Damn.
So when I used to wear my Apple Watch to monitor my heartbeat while I slept, my heart spikes at nighttime. It goes up to like 140. Is that super high? It goes up to
Yeah.
like 120. Like it'll spike up pretty high and then come down. So I didn't know if the watch was defective or not. But I entered the astral plane, dude. My heart was like, and I would have to be like, I could have just been dreaming this. I don't know. And I was like, whoa, slow it down. And it instantly slowed down, so I probably wasn't
Wow.
dreaming it. Then I tried to fucking demand.
Nah, dude.
I
That's
tried
reality.
to demand pussy in the astral realm, and they were just like, be gone. And I was like, fuck.
Next time, what are you going to ask for next time you're in the astral realm?
I don't know. I'm just gonna walk around. I'm gonna keep a low
You
profile.
got to ask people for some secrets.
True. I gotta keep a low profile. I went in. It's too hot, dude.
Yeah, you went in and were like, yo, where's the fucking pussy
Dude, the
at?
ancients were like, get
The
him out, dude.
ancients said, get the fuck out.
But yeah, it's been awesome, man. I've been going to bed at like 9:30. You get like awesome sleep, and then I wake up at like, if I'm lucky enough, I'll get woken up in the middle of the night by my dog. My dog's like
Yeah.
the fucking
Wow.
my dog's my spirit guide.
Yeah.
He's like, watch me shit, then you can travel the astral plane.
Wow.
So yeah, that's been fucking tight, dude.
That's awesome.
It's pretty awesome. I'm getting like good at it because I used to read about people lucid dreaming and I was like, bullshit. There's no way you can like train yourself to do it. I'm getting close. I took literally 3 steps in a dream that I was fully like, oh yeah, and just fucking crazy,
Good.
Damn.
crazy ass shit.
It's funny how gay I feel about talking about those chicks.
Why?
I'm just instantly, I'm just like, I shouldn't have brought that.
That was a fucking hilarious story.
I
That you
sound
thought
like
they
a
were.
fucking dickhead.
Well, you thought there were 3 comedy babes that were just like, because that is every comedy show. It's like, yeah, man.
Well, this was
yeah.
also right on the heels, and the funny part of it was I was looking at my phone when she said who they worked
Think
for.
he's gonna get back to her?
And I instantly put my phone down, and I was like, "Oh, well, now I'll respect you." My bad. Like I said that.
What'd you say?
They laughed a little, but I was being a dickhead. I'd just done an audition for this thing. The show was an audition.
Sure.
And the judges were there at a table.
Oh, this wasn't last night.
No,
This
this was
just
Friday night.
Oh,
Friday night.
So the chances of there was dustry there.
The industry was there.
Yeah, there was dustry.
Good. Yeah.
But then I did the
I thought you walked out of a
judges
random
were
show.
at this table.
Yeah.
And at the end of my set, this guy was like, yeah, this guy was laughing real hard. So I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. And then he was like, he just screamed. He was like, that was fucking hilarious. And for some reason, I pointed at the judges, and I was like, yeah, you fucking hear that, dickheads? That's it for me, guys. That's how I closed it.
Oh my god!
Like, as soon as I was like, yeah, you hear that, you dickhead? I was like, oh,
Fantastic,
fuck,
dude.
What the fuck was that?
No way, dude. You gotta fucking.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I was in the astral realm, dude. I was just floating.
Well, dude,
This guy said that was great. I pointed at the judges. I was like, you don't fucking judge me, you dickhead, and
fuck
left.
you. That's how you do it.
It was crazy. And then I walked outside, and they're like, well, yeah, we booked this show. I was like, oh, now I'll give you respect. Like, it was crazy. I was being a
Damn.
fucking asshole.
Well, you know, go ahead, Gerbs.
Well, no, go ahead. You go. Then I'll.
This is my latest kick that all I'm reading about, dude, is the unconscious and how like you're really like your waking consciousness is like a sliver of like
Yeah.
what your brain's really up to.
That was
So you're up there
full
doing it, and you're
fucking-
just like, oh, fuck you guys, and it's like,
Yeah.
dude, that's going on in the background all the time.
That was full on. Like, as soon as I said it, I was like, that wasn't what I meant to say at all. Like, I would have never said that.
How the
To
judges liked it.
They liked my set.
how the judges like getting fucking called out.
I don't think they heard it on the first go. Otherwise, they'd be like, the fuck was that?
What was it?
But they
Judge
did
for?
tape it. JFL.
Okay.
I mean, that's actually really funny
So-
and playful.
It
though.
is
in
funny,
that,
yeah.
in that setting where it's like you hear that, like I'm sure they kind of laughed.
Yeah, but
So
I
I'm
think
sure you weren't like, you hear that, you fucking dickhead.
it wasn't like that. I was like,
Whoa.
yeah, you hear that, you dickheads? And I was like, that's it for me. Like, that's what I closed on.
That's hilarious. Whenever someone can step outside of what's going on, like there's people going up like, oh, the judges.
Yeah.
If you can like fuck around about the whole thing,
Yeah.
that doesn't hurt.
Well, that's what helped me. I was on my way to another show, and
Mm-hmm.
I got a text. They were like, can you get to this? There's an extra spot for you on this
Fuck yeah.
audition. But the show started 10 minutes ago. So
you-
what helped was I didn't have any time to prepare.
That's
I
great.
would have spent the whole day being like, how
Yeah,
can I
man.
get this set
Right.
to 5 minutes?
True.
This is a 5-minute spot.
Just let it rip.
So then I was able to just show up and be like, oh, I'm fucking lucky to be here.
That's the best.
It was easy.
That
So,
is tight.
here's
If you
what I was
weren't
gonna
ruminating about it all day, go
Nothing.
ahead, Gerbs.
Yeah, I feel like.
Don't give me... Like, all right, go ahead.
What? Don't give you what?
Nothing, go.
Rip it, Gerbs.
No.
Nothing,
Rip
shut
it,
up.
Gerbs.
Just go. Nice top, dude. Just fucking go.
No, I was just going to ask because I feel like, you know, at least for me, I'm trying to figure out how much do you let what other people think of you impact, because it could be debilitating if you're really worried about what other people think. But then again, if you don't care at all, then that's like,
Sure.
you got a network. So especially with your sort of personality and your stand up. It's an aggressive style of like, so it feels like that's tough to modulate in the moment. Where
That's what fucked me last night.
Right.
Last night I did give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like when people got upset, I let it fuck up the first 20 minutes of my set.
Yeah, it sucks.
And it was there was a gay dude in the front row that was like
getting at a lot.
offended a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
I could just see him. I could see his face. There was 4 old people,
What
like 3 rows
offended him?
back. Yeah, me being like Trump's number one, stuff like. Yeah, but of course I'm kidding.
Right.
I'm on stage.
Is Trump attacking gays? He's
Is he attacking gays?
He's not an ally. Trump's not an ally.
I don't know. I think he had a rainbow flag at the
Did he?
RNC. He had a fucking
What?
yeah. Trump. I mean, obviously he's not a fucking ally, but like, I think
It's funny how he's lumped in with all of that, dude.
more of the homophobia and racism and shit to me is a weapon, a political weapon against him.
Sure.
So it kind of bothers me when people are like, he's racist or he's transphobic.
Yeah.
It's like, why? Did you hear that? Give me an example. It's like, well, he wants to ban trans from the military. It's like, all right, that one's a rough one, but
Yeah.
it's tough to argue, but whatever.
I mean, dude, my whole thing
don't
is
know. I don't know.
like, my whole thing is, I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
I'm
It's
not
like,
fucking defending the dog.
I'm not boots on the ground, dude.
I'm not boots on the ground.
I'm
I'm
not
not
on-
boots and butts, dude.
My thing's military is life or death. I mean, there's a bunch of bullshit ass jobs in the military. So, you know.
Yeah, if you want a couple trans fucking, I don't know what would they do?
Stock room? Little stock
Get them in
room?
the stock room, dude.
What do you think?
trans.
Well, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't, because you put them on the front lines. Like, what the fuck? They're stacking the front lines with trans.
If we stack the front line with trans,
I mean,
ISIS
that
is
would
in
be
trouble.
Oh my god, dude!
Damn,
ISIS would fucking they'd lose their minds.
ISIS would just be correcting their pronouns the whole time. Just storming, going house to house, correcting people,
Excuse me.
kicking down the door and be like, "What did you say?" This room's clear.
I respect your culture.
Yeah,
That's true. That would be a hard risk of a double agent. So you'd respect Muslim culture too much.
what trans.
Yeah.
They love Muslim culture.
Dude, I've been having feminists to like almost stick up for female genital mutilation or female genital cutting,
Yeah,
whatever you want to
yeah.
call it.
Yeah.
I've had like in
That's their
in
custom,
school,
and you don't know.
exactly in school to be like. They'll be like, well, you know, it's like you don't know like what it like is. Maybe it's a clean center. I'm like, are you familiar at all with the procedure? Like, it doesn't matter. They're chopping fucking. They're like, well, they do it to boys. I'm like, they're not like cutting the tip of my penis off, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm not exactly stoked on it either. But you'll get girls who are feminists who are just like, it's like, dude, they're like pull string. It's like whatever is in that moment. That's all they say, and there's no connect the dots or larger thinking. It's
nuts.
crazy, dude.
Dude, the American Academy of Pediatrics for a bit allowed what's called genital nicking for girls, which is like if you want to take you just want to get some blood out of the clitoris because it's for the custom, right? So
So
instead
you
of
can
letting
pump it down a little.
you're right. So instead of letting you take the whole, size of the
You
clitoris,
just deflate it.
yeah, you just nick it, and everybody
dude.
was
Oh,
like,
man.
"What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And there was like outrage here, rightfully so.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's
Who's dude?
you just Google that.
It's called what?
Genital nicking.
Nicking?
And then they had to reverse their position on it. You nick it.
And they were just kind of like, well, yeah, we're not about that anymore.
because they wanted.
Who was trying to do this though?
well for female genital mutilation?
Oh, this was like, oh,
That
they're
was
like,
their way of trying to be like you could still fuck with it, but just not to the point that you're removing the clitoris.
yeah, you just
They were
can't.
trying to like negotiate with insane people.
That's dude. I'm telling you, and I have these ladies. I'm like, why? How are you guys against this?
It's crazy.
If I was like Trump wants to take your clits, they'd be furious, dude.
They'd be fucking pissed.
And it's not. It's like they're acting like it's like it's not the girl's choice either. I was like, if these girls were like, we want our clits cut off, I'd be like, all right, man, you fucking weirdos, I'll give you that. But it's like,
sure.
If you're 18,
this is a patriarchal custom of
No.
like the father.
No. If you're what do you mean you're 18? What if I have a young daughter
Yeah.
and she identifies as someone without a clit?
True.
no,
Chop it
my
off,
position would be no.
You have to wait?
I'd say yes. You absolutely
You got to
have
run the
wait,
mower
yeah.
over that pussy, dude.
Yeah, I would take her out back, break out the John Deere, knock that clit off. Dude.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking horrible.
Set those wheels real low.
Yeah.
Shit's fucking nuts, dude. I
I
like.
would come close to actually. I'm sorry, Matt.
Go ahead, please.
Coming closer to the whole 25. I mean, but
What you
I,
talking about?
I could back myself into
What's
a
the whole
corner argument
25?
here. Well, that's when we know the brain is fully developed.
Oh, that's when you can.
Yeah, I think like they're
I think you're gonna come up with a 0% women electing to cut off their clits at fucking 26.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should be the option.
But then if we're letting people fight and die at 18, it's just tough.
True. Should be able to chop off your clip for your country.
Yeah. So 18 seems reasonable.
Dude, I'm blown away by this shit. I talk to people and I'm like, are you like even like in reality? Like you're sitting here, same person, be like women's rights, blah blah blah, and be like, well, it's their culture, and it's like, because my whole thing, I was like, you guys have to. I know you guys stake your flag in the ground somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's like you're against people using hateful speech online, but a girl getting her clitoris cut off, you're like, that's cool. It's fucking crazy, dude.
But then what I don't understand is like also it seems like applying a precedent doesn't compute for a lot of people, because if you're going to apply the precedent that we have to respect cultures, then why can't I just have a crazy culture that doesn't respect their culture, but you have to respect mine because of it?
That's what most, not most, but a lot of Muslim cultures fucking hate ours, and you still have to respect it.
Right.
With that, yeah. So that is already made. Somebody already has a culture that's like kill everyone, and we still have to be like, yes, very nice.
Yeah.
Not obviously not Muslim culture is not kill everyone, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, dude, no, exactly.
Jihadis,
But even the other day we were talking about how like what the fuck were they saying? How, like there was like that period in early childhood where like if you fuck a kid up between like I think like 1 and 4 years old or maybe 6, I forget, but there's like a window where like that's where you do like irreversible damage. And they're like, so the school will talk about that. They're like, there's science to back this up. It like creates brain changes, everything. If you like do like you're hitting kids, you're doing all kinds of crazy shit like in that pivotal age, like it's like people don't dispute this. So then they'll say this, and then they'll talk about like they have to do a caveat where they're like, well, in some cultures it's actually okay to like hit your kids.
Right.
And my question was like, well, but does a kid know? And if this is a biological change happening, the kid's not like, wait, what culture am I in? It's like it doesn't matter if that's real science. Then you shouldn't do that ever, no matter what. And their lady was like, yeah, I guess it is kind of complicated. Anyway, we're gonna like they just don't want to fucking talk about it. It's
Are they
so
talking
funny.
about Indians hitting kids with shoes, taking their sandals off?
They're just
dude?
talking about it in general.
Look, man, I had immigrant parents, dude. You don't know what it's like. I had brown parents. Brown parents will slap the soul out of you, bro.
True, dude.
Oh, I was laughing because there was an Indian
Hit you with
dude.
those telemarketer hands, dude.
Yeah, they'll fucking slap you around. My dad was a
all you hear
chemist.
is the ringtone of like an analog phone. It's going.
I was listening to this Indian dude do stand up the other night, and he also had a fucking like
Parents
a
be hitting.
black guy voice,
Really?
which is I started laughing about it because it's like, oh, these are all first generation like Indians, so they came to America and they had to come up with their own fucking accent.
True.
You know what I mean? So they're just
it's
like,
not a
oh,
bad
what's the
pick.
coolest accent right now?
That's not a
Talk
bad
like
pick.
a black dude. Talk like a fucking I'm Drake.
Fair enough, dude. That's
Yeah, that's
actually
what I was thinking. Because while the guy was up there, I was like, why does every fucking Indian comic now talk like fucking Drake?
yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, because Drake, or like, because that's cool now.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
showed up and like, I'm not taking my fucking dad's dumb
I
accent.
mean, dude, in
I'm not getting made fun of. What's the coolest accent?
in 7th grade, if I could have went like 6 shades darker, I would have been talking like RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan, dude, all day, every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would have been so. That makes sense. That's a very valid theory.
They got to choose their own adventure as
oh,
soon as they got to
shit.
America.
The
They're
fact,
just like,
that is a funny thing that they've fallen into.
yeah.
Where they're all of a sudden it's like, and I'm like, look, ma, and it's like, like, dude, you're a fucking nerd.
It's like, yo, I came to this country. Like, I
Yeah.
came here for opportunity. It's like,
It's like, dude.
what'd you say? Why are you talking like that?
Yeah, that's definitely fucking strange.
Yeah.
Especially when they like. I mean, I've talked about this 100 times about they're like, yeah, be hitting. You don't know about this hitting. And it's like, get the fuck out
It's
of
like
here.
brown
dude.
parents, they be hit. Y'all white parents.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate the brown.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I'm brown. It's like, are you just trying to say black?
Yeah.
Are you just trying to be like, I'm right next to black? That's what I am.
Doesn't work that way,
Yeah,
dude.
fuck that.
Sorry, dude.
Sorry.
I mean,
dude.
good move.
Y'all engines.
Good move.
Y'all are engines. Stay engine.
It's a good move.
Just be an engine.
It's a sick fucking move.
I
watched
appreciate it.
What do you think about Slazov Zizek?
I love that accent.
That is hilarious.
I love the Southern accent.
What do you think about Sazov Zizek?
I don't know who that is.
He's an intellectual. He's left leaning, but he also makes fun of all that shit.
Oh, really?
He talks about how it's a big power grab. A lot of that's just a big power grab.
Of course it is.
It's a big power grab based off like if you use like victimhood as that's like your power token,
Yeah.
and like that's we've said it.
I mean, we're seeing it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now they're gaining political power with it.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, did you see the picture of Alexandra, or whatever her name is, Ocasio-Cortez?
You can never say it. I just mumble it. I'm like, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez?
Yeah, dude, Cortez.
She's so fucking
Did you
hot,
see what
dude. I love her.
The one picture.
Me and her are in love, dude.
She was coming out of the thing, and there was just like 4 white dudes with their phones, and I think someone put it up as a meme, like, when the first time and no one cares who your dad is, and it's just her, like, storming out of a Capitol, and there's, like,
Jesus.
4 white guys near her. It's just like... Dude, what the fuck? That's insane.
Yeah, they're doing a real fucking bad job of fighting Trump.
Yeah, man.
They're doing they're
opposite.
doing the worst fucking way to fucking beat Trump.
They got the game
what they're
fucked
doing
up, dude.
again.
They got to start catering towards like white trash, like West Virginia. Was there like they're attacking this like people who like Trump as like privileged, like trust fund babies. That's not the case. They're attacking themselves.
Yeah.
They need to start focus on like dudes who are down at like you drive past a dusty turnpike and they're just standing out there with a wrench waiting for a car. That's who they got to start going.
They got to find anything on the turnpike where there's a handwritten sign.
Yeah.
They need to fucking pull over and be like, who wrote that? We got to talk to them.
Because they keep going at them like they're all these like Wall Street tycoons kids, and it's like, dude, that's not who's fucking voting for Trump.
I mean, they are, but yes.
Yeah,
That's
small,
a small, yeah. There's not that many.
Exactly. They got to start taking it towards the WT. If the Democratic Party
Wants a
wanted
chance,
to,
they got to get the white trash.
got to get the white trash.
Trump daddy's
white trash
cutting
votes,
into
dude.
the
White
black
trash,
vote, dude.
that's a big vote right now. It's bigger than the
white trash vote?
black vote was like swinging Trump's election. White trash vote's going to be huge when Democrats start. You know, they obviously run stuff for black people. Did you ever see that? Like when
Yeah,
they do like
of
McDonald's
course.
commercials and shit.
I mean,
Like, Grandma, sweet tea is so sweet.
Yeah.
You ever see that?
yeah, McDonald's commercials, they went full blackface. McDonald's went full blackface.
You know how Grandma used to make that sweet tea, dude.
I'm fucking loving it, y'all. It's like, what? Come down and get some motherfucking chicken nuggets, you marky ass busters.
Dude, when the DNC does like white
Damn,
trash,
this is my
fucking,
second dip, dude. This is a 2-skull episode, dude.
you got to skull up.
I got to skull up. We're talking politics. I'm getting skulled
When
up.
the DNC
Drink
goes
beers.
for the
Anyone
white
drink?
trash
I wanna
vote.
drink.
You want to drink a beer right now?
Do you want to drink a beer?
Do you
Go ahead.
have
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
beers?
to cut you off. I was thinking about burning them. I didn't, so I shouldn't have even said it.
Yeah, what do you want to get knocked out, dude? Shut the fuck up.
Keep going, man. With
No, I was
DNC.
just talking, dude. If they wisen up and start getting some like, if the Democrats start doing some nice white trash commercials, I'll be so fucking pleased.
They should.
Dude, they have to. The fact that they're not, it's going to crush them.
What they're trying to create right now with this, like I haven't listened to enough of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Yes.
But when I hear her talk, she stumbles a lot on her words. It sounds like she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about a lot.
Really?
I mean, maybe because it's a lady yapping, and I don't like that. But no, for real, it sounds like she'll get fucking crushed by someone that knows what they're
debate?
talking about.
Dude, I mean,
Because she just goes on with like a platform of like people shouldn't be poor.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sucks.
that's our policy too.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, yeah.
No, that's true. That'll be. I mean, dude, say what you will about Trump. He hasn't taken a day off, dude.
Dude,
He's been doing his
no
talks.
days off, dude.
He's been doing his fucking
He's running
talks.
his hour. He's running his hour.
When he's getting ready for these debates. It's gonna be insane, dude. It's like Rocky 2.
His hour is sharp right now.
Yeah, it is.
I told you I was watching it.
He's gonna shred Cortez.
I've been
bro.
watching his debates or his campaigns. He's been campaigning since day one.
Hasn't stopped, bro.
He literally hasn't stopped going to arenas and just being like, "Are we the best? Are we the best or what?" I'm telling you, wow, we're really doing it,
Dude. Well, apparently people are mad right now because his tax thing where everyone got a little boost in their paychecks, it's like no one's getting a tax return now. It's a clear trick, dude.
Great trick, dude. I love it. He's very short term.
Everyone,
Very in the moment.
everyone was like, fuck yeah, dude, I got more money in my check. I got more. And now apparently everyone's filing their taxes and their accountant's like, yeah, you're not really getting anything back. I'm like, what the fuck? You just changed everyone from like a 0 to a 2.
Yeah. He did you watch the State of the Union?
No, I didn't see it.
You gotta watch
I heard
it.
it was very measured.
Dude. I watched the State of the Union
How
and
was
I
it?
was like, fucking damn.
What'd he say?
Trump dog
Was he
fucking
nose breathing?
brought it.
Was he,
He wasn't totally nose breathing, but he did have a couple of those.
That's not
when
bad.
he gets real serious, he's
yeah.
what we need to do,
Apparently it was real measured, but they attacked him. They were like, what'd they say? It was like, well, yeah, well, why is he so measured? Because secretly,
Yeah, of course. But it was actually a fucking sick speech. He brought some dudes in from D-Day He was like, these guys are the
That's
fucking
one of his
shit.
Yeah, that's one of his top moves to stand behind a vet like that
Yeah.
and just be like, what a great guy.
I mean, wow. He brought in a border patrol dude. He brought in he was like, that guy came here legally, and now he fucking defends our country. It was like, woo.
Now he's a fucking coyote. He probably
he-
gets paid off. And fucking
But Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she showed up. Her and all the other hot babes showed up in all white and sat together,
bro. That's kind of
and
nice.
like the black ladies had like African sashes on.
Sure.
Who's the one with the fucking? There's a Muslim lady. She's the first.
I know you're talking about.
Don't
Yeah.
remember her name.
She was there at one point. She like hands on fate, like it was what you were saying about everybody's trying to be a GIF.
Yeah.
Everyone in there was trying to be a meme or a GIF.
What?
It was hilarious. At one point, though, this was a weird part.
Wait,
Trump,
they were
like-
there at the State of the Union, just all in all white.
Yeah. But Trump at one point was like, under our administration right now, women have the most jobs they've ever had. And that was the first time all those women stood up and clapped. And then they sat back down. He was like, no, stand back up. You're going to like this next one. Nailed them. They had to stand up and clap. And he was like, this is the most women we've ever had in politics. And they all did that again. And he was like, that's really great. It's really great for you guys. Congratulations. That's really great. Then he went back to his speech. It was fucking like,
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, that's
I didn't even watch
but
it.
really during his speech when they like
stand up
clapped
and you're gonna-
and then they all sat down, he's like, no, you guys are going to want to stand back up for this next one.
He just
Nailed
strictly
him.
deals in power moves, dude.
Dude, they tried to show up in like all white as like unity against him.
Yeah.
And he still was like, what's up, guys? How are you guys? You guys having fun?
Dude.
At one point they clapped, the whole Congress like clapped for like a veteran or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, they wouldn't do that for me. Like, he was just winging it. That was, I mean, again, I don't want to sound too pro-Trump, but that was a good speech. He did great.
But he did
Yeah.
good.
I thought he did good.
Dude,
but
have
I mean,
you-
it was standard fucking like a lot of dumb. I mean, there was a fucking female, like a girl cancer survivor. The way they do it to explain each policy, they bring in somebody.
Yeah.
Like they brought in a family who their grandparents got murdered by MS-13.
Stop,
and
dude.
then Congress clapped for them. MS-13 killed like two 80-year-olds
Did they
in their
really?
house. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
Do you think 6ix9ine had any connection with it?
Tekashi?
He snitched, dude.
For sure.
He snitched.
He's been snitching.
You know
dude,
that.
think about MS-13 breaking into your Nan and Pap's house and icing them, dude. What
I
a
mean,
sick way to go.
Imagine though watching
hyped your
Fox
grandpa
News your
was.
whole life, and your little fucking granddaughter's like, "Grandpa, turn this shit off. Isn't it not
Yeah.
right?" And all of a sudden,
MS-13 is not
MS-13 breaks
real.
in and murders you, dude. That guy must have been like, "Yes,
Dude,
yes."
what a fucking... That guy, for 5 minutes while they were breaking in, he was Clint Eastwood.
Oh,
He
dude.
was finally an old white man just like, not my house, not my country, you dirty sons of bitches. And then he got murdered. But yeah.
He was definitely like,
Hey guys, what? But that's how I want to die. I hope I'm
MS-13?
80. I hope I'm 80 years old. Me and my bitch are just watching TV again.
Definitely.
A bunch of fucking cholos break in and ice us.
that's
dude.
an honorable death,
Just to
dude.
steal like our plates or whatever valuables they had.
I wonder what a lot of geezers aren't really like. A lot of times, there's a little bit of cash squirrels.
Yeah.
The guy could have been the juice man, dude.
You think he was the
He might have been
juice?
selling pills, dude.
Oh yeah, they probably got some pills.
Dude,
out of those
old people
geezers.
have so many fucking pills, dude.
Yeah. Those MS-13 made out like bandits that night.
That guy might have been Poppy.
You think?
He might have been the plug.
You think that geezer was the plug?
He might have been the plug, dude. They might have stormed the plug.
That's probably. I mean, they don't just ice random geezers.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
was a fucking plug.
Oh, that's what they do, Shane.
Just ice
They
random
come in here and they
geezers.
rape and kill old people.
Yeah.
They're real
I
big
mean,
in
that was
elder
his
rape.
message. He was like, "This is what happened to these old people. They get raped and murdered by a couple Mexicans.
Like, actually,
It's fucking nuts."
oh my god.
At one point in he was talking about Venezuela, and he was like, "It used to be a beautiful country. Socialism has ruined it." And he's like, "I want everyone here to make the pledge: we will never be a socialist country." And of course, the Republicans stand up and clap, and then
What
the
do the
camera,
Democrats say?
the camera just zooms in on Bernie Sanders, who's sitting there like Trump out of nowhere in the middle of the speech was just like, "We're not communists. We'll never be communists." Next topic. We're going to the moon. Next topic. It was fucking wild.
That's awesome. We're going back to the moon.
Yeah,
Dude.
he had Buzz Aldrin up in the rafters. He was like, "Yo, shout
Aldrin
out Buzz."
loves him, dude.
Aldrin's out of his fucking gourd, dude. He was wearing like a mini American tie. It came up to like his nipples. he stood up and was like, he saluted him with these bug eyes.
Oh my god!
You gotta
dude.
watch it.
I'm gonna check
Watch
that
the
out.
State of the Union. Get high and watch that tonight.
For sure.
You're gonna be
It'll
like,
be
holy
fantastic.
shit, this is chaos.
The last thing I saw was Pelosi and Schumer talking to Trump, and I was like, I checked out.
Pelosi and Schumer's post-Trump, their rebuttal was one of the gayest fucking things
What did
I've
they
ever
say?
seen. Well, that was the night, the one you're talking about, where they both stood at the podium together.
I was talking about when they went into his office like months ago. And they were
Oh.
like, "No, you shut the government down first." Like, well,
Yeah.
I did it, but like not as long as you shut the government. It was like it's a bunch of fucking old people losing their
Yeah.
minds. I'm like, what the fuck?
They do the other party has a response after the
Oh,
State of the Union.
State of the Booyah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
We're like, yeah, did you hear that? Trump said we're gonna.
The Democrats had a power move, dude. They had a fat black lady, standing at a podium. All women of different races behind her on like a bleachers.
Oh my God.
And she stood there and was like, my dad worked at a factory. My mom was a librarian. America is great. Like, it was just like...
I mean, it's the same thing as bringing up to fucking
Yeah,
like
it was the
the
same thing as
grandchildren of
Trump.
an MS-13
Yeah.
murdered. Dude, that is. I mean, stuff that's not a new conclusion, but like to watch people watch the same thing and have two very different
Crazy.
reactions to it is fucking nuts.
I mean, yes, if somebody watched the State of the Union and was like, Trump's a fucking loser and this is crazy, I'd be like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
But I watched it and I was like, Trump daddy, dude.
Yeah,
I
but-
mean, jokingly, I was like, he fucking killed it.
It's crazy that people will watch. Like you're watching it, you're like, all right, Trump's fucking bringing up vets. You're seeing
Yeah,
the fucking
yeah.
tricks that are
Right.
being played
Easily.
And for someone to watch it and be like, I can't believe you brought them up, and they're like watching the other lady, like, nothing to see here.
Right.
Yeah,
There's,
watching
again,
it-
not
Fucking nuts,
applying
dude.
the
Exactly.
same precedent.
The totally diverse bleacher of women behind this black lady
the
giving a
hand
speech.
selected, dude.
Oh, absolutely. They hand select him at fucking comedy specials.
Yeah, man.
That's weird. It's
weird as
you ever
fuck.
see that?
I assumed that.
They do that.
Yeah.
When you get to a comedy special taping, they decide who sits in the front row. Like, while people are walking in, they'll look at the audience and be like, all right, you two, come up here. And it'll be like a biracial couple.
Right.
And they'll be like,
Perfect.
you, black chicks, get up front. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, they want to see it like that diverse reaction and stuff.
Yeah. It's
That's
funny.
pretty crazy.
Watch, go to HBO when you get a chance and watch Amanda Seals. Fuck, I don't think that's her name. I forget who it is.
Amanda Bynes.
No, it might. It's Amanda Bynes. Fuck, I shouldn't be just trashing someone now that I'm in the
Yeah,
fucking.
you're just talking
I'm
about-
just in the industry.
You're talking
dude.
about you're talking about production.
But no, just go watch it. There's, I think it's Amanda Seals.
yeah.
You're not trashing her. You're
And
just
she's
trashing
like-
the
Well, now you're
audience
trashing her.
Yeah, fuck it. At the beginning of the special,
weren't.
yeah, if I met her, I'd be like, yeah, it's nice to meet you. But
I love you.
at the beginning of the special, she's walking through like on her cell phone, walking up to the stage. And she's like, "This special is not for homophobes. This ain't for racists. This ain't for Trump fans. This ain't for like." She just names all these things. She's like,
Yeah.
"You ain't if this ain't for fuck boys. This ain't, it's just like."
Man, that sucks.
Fuck
Just,
you. So while I was watching that, I was like, "All right, I'm out."
Yeah.
I guess I'm. You just
Yeah.
literally, yeah.
yeah, but you also, I mean, you were the one fish that went through a net. There was a villion that went in there, like, yay!
Yeah.
Which is like, I mean, dude, I don't think I'm this dumb, but I swear to God, that you got to be, you have to be kind of stupid for that to be like, fuck yeah.
Oh, of course.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. There's.
It's not even about the position. It's
exactly
it's the
what you were
tactic.
just saying.
It's the tactic
To
that
fall
I see.
for
Like,
any
ugh,
of these tactics, you have to be you have to be
Yes.
dumb, kind of
Yes.
dumb.
fucking sucks.
Like you can listen to like I listened to like what a lot of Bernie Sanders shit, what he was saying, and I was like, nice.
Yeah.
But then once they got into the tactics of it, it was like, oh, this sucks now.
Yep.
This is fucking corny.
I'm stoked on all that stuff, dude. Free college. My thing with
Yeah,
the free
free college,
college,
yeah.
everyone bugs out about that. They're like, the taxes are high. But it's like, dude, if you're coming out and you're paying your regular taxes plus student loans plus healthcare, it's like getting taxed fucking 60% anyway. You're just paying it rather than being taxed.
And if you're poor, which most people are out of college, the interest, like I can't even make a dent into my
Right.
student loans.
Right. No,
and
right.
at this point, when I had a job that paid well, when I was selling cars, I was putting like $1,000 a month
Yeah.
into my student loans so I could just bang it out. And then once I stopped paying it, it's like I never paid anything.
Right.
yeah, it's great. It's usury.
fucking
It's
ridiculous.
usury. It's
a
insane.
nightmare.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm all about that, but you know, I also don't really give a fuck. Like I think I'm off of health. I think my healthcare is going to lapse.
Nice.
I don't really give a shit. But people all the time like 60% tax is crazy. It's like, dude, you're spending 60% on shit anyway. You could have free college. Mm-hmm. I'm all about that. It's
Yeah.
going to become free though, because it's like the cost of it's half of it can be done online. The price has to go down. It's fucking insane how
Yeah.
much it is.
Right.
It's like if you could come out with like 100 G's.
Which is surprising because aren't most college professors like super fucking communist,
Super
liberal?
left, yeah.
And now it's like How much money are you making?
Oh.
How much money are you making, and how much am I paying?
I
to hear
Google-
you espouse this
Exactly,
communist
dude.
shit.
All the people I read, there's like Francis Fox Piven, all these people who are like super leftist, like social science intellectuals. I started Googling them because they all this communism, blah blah blah. So I was like, all right, and I was like, let's see what they're up to. NYU professor makes about $250,000-$300,000 a year. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what you're doing with your money, but it's like,
Dude, that's
kind of crazy. Like
I remember when I Googled fucking Rage Against the Machine's net worth. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm for all that, but that's crazy. Yeah, it's just insane to be like, I'm making money being a socialist in a capitalist system. I'm making money off being espousing socialist ideas in a capitalist enterprise.
Wow.
It's fucking nuts, dude.
It's a little wacky.
Little suspect.
That's why we need Trump Daddy in 2020. If you listen to this podcast, you have to swear an oath right now to vote for Donald Trump, dude.
You got to write in the secret podcast.
Yeah, true.
That we need Washington to know about us.
Yeah.
Write us in, dude.
Oh, March
What you got?
14th?
What?
Live cast, dude. It's
Forgot about that.
not set in stone,
Yeah.
but we're floating it out. March 14th, or whatever that Thursday is. I think it's a 13th or a 14th.
Yeah.
Where are you guys doing it?
At Helium Comedy Club in Philly.
Yep.
Live podcast, March 14th.
Shit, yeah.
And then there was rumblings of a possible Buffalo Helium live cast, and I don't know what we would sell up there.
Yeah.
So if you're up there, let us know.
Yeah.
Because I said, I don't think.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. But anyway, March 14th.
It's hard to get this fucking cat out of his fucking house, dude.
What's that?
It's hard to get this
I
cat.
know.
fucking on the road,
And
dude.
as soon as they were like, do you guys want to come up to Buffalo? I was like, it's going to be tough to get Matt up there.
Oh, dude, that thing you're talking about with colleges, though, there's so apparently back in the 50s, I'm going to say, somewhere around this time, there was like, it was always kind of, college campuses were usually like left, or actually it was a lot of right leaning. And then like in the 50s and 60s, it went to like 3-to-1 liberal professors to 1 conservative type professor. And apparently if there's a ratio where it's like, I think it might be like 8-to-1 or something, where if you have at least 1 of one party to 8 of the other party in some sort of institution, the whole thing won't become like radicalized, where there's like a little bit of a counterweight. But I think now in school it's like fucking like 37-to-1 or like 40-to-1 in colleges.
Oh, wow.
To where it's like liberal professors versus conservative professors. So that these places have like completely gone off the fucking rails.
Yeah.
Which is, and dude, my school has totally 100%. It's like you go in there, you're supposed to think a certain way. If you don't, you get like people react negatively to you. And it's like, it's fucking nuts.
It's crazy.
And I'm old enough to know, like, all right, there's like a context here. If I was 18, throw me in here, I'd be like, fuck it, what do you guys want me to say? All right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, if I was like in there like trying to get pussy and shit, and I was like, I would have totally been like, oh yeah.
Dude, we were lucky. When we were in school, just loose change was...
True.
That was out. And I was like, all right, I believe that. I'm loose change. If
just
I was in
wondered how
school
many-
when they were like communism, I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I love it.
Yeah, dude, I would have. I'm telling you, like, if I was in college and that was what was going on, and I'm in class and there's like some girl looks at me bad after I'm like, well, I don't know, I don't think it's that bad. I would have been like, okay, yep, switch it up. I would instantly switch it up.
You know what we could do?
What?
We could cut it right now.
Yeah.
And finish the rest of this on Patreon.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so
Little butt
thanks
cut.
to everybody that listened to this.
Yeah,
And the rest of this, we're going to keep talking with Gerbs. We're going to get into Gerb's sexuality.
No.
We haven't talked about Gerb's
sexuality.
coming.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, we got a lot of cum questions for Gerb, and that'll be up on the Patreon. So
True.
God bless you all. February 16th, this coming Saturday, I'll be at Laugh It Up Poughkeepsie. O'Connie's featuring. It'll be good.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. March 14th, possibly live cast at Helium.
Damn,
8 p.m. on a Thursday.
it's gonna
Get the
sell out.
club going off, dude.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
All right, y'all.
This will finish on the big one.
Praise the Lord, I was born to drive boat. Feeling like Slash in front of the chapel. I'm lean back with the less pull. Shit I smoke is like cholesterol. Spill dressing on the vest at the festival, the best of all. Had a midget Puerto Rican at my beck and